Third ID. Tonight, we're going to be playing on normal mode, just hanging out, just chilling, just shooting the breeze, just wasting time, waiting for any news, No Man's Sky related. With me, I have Bo0nd0ck Games. Say hello to everybody, Bo0nd0ck. Currently, we are sharing beverages. Here, growing old together, happily, playing No Man's Sky.
We got Hipley in here already.
Oh, what's up, Daniel? I'm not even looking at my feed yet. Hold on. Now I'm looking at it. I've been watching Daniel Hipley in everybody's feed today. So what's up, Daniel?
I know. I pretty much follow him around on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. Me, Daniel, you, we're all growing old together.
Yeah.
So I'm drinking.
We all pretty much frequent on the same streams.
I'm drinking water from mineral water from the Czech Republic that tastes like bilge water that's been purified out of like a container vessel. Which is probably exactly what it is if it's from the Czech Republic. Not to make anybody mad from the Czech Republic, but I seriously doubt anybody from the Czech Republic is watching Iceman Third ID right now, but I could be wrong.
We're going to get a riot of Czechoslovakians coming after you.
Right. How dare you say anything about the Czech Republic?
They're also going to come at you for that horrible accent.
Yeah, the horrible accent. You will not disrespect the Czech Republic. I don't know what the Czech Republic people say.
What's going on, Pimpin'?
Hey, what's going on, Pimpin'? So yeah, I'm drinking water from the Czech Republic. Boone is sucking on a vaporizer, it sounds like. And
sucking on a vaporizer, drinking water from the beautiful country of Maine.
Oh, the country.
It's a state. It's a state, but I mean, you can pretty much consider it a country because there's nothing like Maine. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to Maine. I don't know if you've been to Maine, Ice.
No, what you're probably drinking is the purified urine of crab fishermen.
You know what? And that's probably the God's honest truth.
I don't think so. Probably not. I think there's laws against that in the United States.
There's laws against drinking crab fisherman piss.
Something like that.
You're just not allowed.
No,
to do
there's
that.
not. There's no law against drinking it. There's a law against selling it though. So if you bought it, like not on the black market, you're probably not. Although I don't think that there's a huge black market for crab fishermen's urine. I don't think. Of course,
is there a black market for like any kind of urine?
I don't hang in those groups, so I couldn't tell you. You know what I mean? Like there may be. I'm not sure. Well, that conversation took a weird turn.
Can I just Google filtered urine?
Sure, why not? So, I mean, Bear Grylls might have the market on that.
Oh, most likely. I mean, I watched that guy squeeze water out of elephant shit.
Yeah, right. Poop. There you go.
Man,
so
we are off to an amazing start.
This stream's got a weird start so far.
It's to be expected hopping in the stream with us.
So all day long, if I've been playing No Man's Sky, I've just been farming. That's all I've been doing. I've been doing nothing interesting. I haven't been going to see other people's bases. I haven't been exploring. I haven't been enjoying No Man's Sky because I've been too anxious to find out what's going to happen next with the whole Waking Titan thing.
It's hard to focus on anything else right now.
Yeah. And it really, I'm to the point now where I just want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I think,
please, this is getting it's far past being too much to handle.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like, I feel like it's like past the day before Christmas. It's like it's like 2 days past Christmas and you still can't open your presents. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's a perfect analogy.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's like everybody else has opened their presents, but I can't open mine.
And you see, like, you know how
I feel like a Jehovah's Witness, basically.
All right, so we'll check off the Czechs and the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Right.
So
we're alienating one group of people at a time off the channel. That's good.
So you know how I told you I was like pretty much I'm preparing myself for August, right?
Yeah.
I'm not making myself any more comfortable.
What's up, Flurb? Hey, Colt C.
It's getting
Sorry.
worse. And the more Flurb, Colt C, the more I think about it, and the more just crap that gets thrown at us on a daily basis, it's getting harder and harder to be comfortable with the 2-month.
And I don't want to delve into this too deeply. I'd rather talk about something else. But it's like it's the only thing to talk about right now. But what I've started to do right since no news is coming out. Like if you look at the Reddit thread, like nobody's posting on it right now. And there's no new information, but nothing else has been learned and nothing else has been getting. It seems like everybody's just kind of waiting for the next transmission to come out, the next thing to happen to us, instead of being actively involved or being proactive. So what I've found myself doing is chasing every single little teeny fact or tidbit I can find. Like, for instance, today I went and researched all the companies that deal in alternative reality games.
Yeah, ARGs.
ARGs, and I'm sure if you follow me on Facebook, hey, what's up, Gaming Mike? If you follow me on Facebook, it's good to have you in the stream, bud. If you follow me on Facebook, then you know that I posted an article from, like, I don't know, it was like 2011, 2010. It's from a while ago. There's probably companies that should be on that list that aren't, and there's probably companies that are on that list that shouldn't be by now, because it's just a little bit out of date. But however, if you look at every single one of those companies on the list in that article that I put up, every single one of those companies on that list that were around before No Man's Sky was around, you could look at that and find clues in the company's descriptions that pointed you towards No Man's Sky. I mean, so sometimes you can put dots where they don't need to be and then connect them. I think, you know, because there. I mean, like one site. You know, let me look through my. Hold on. First of all, let me find something interesting for you guys to look at while I do this. Because I'm about to look at my phone. Yeah, I'm just going to stare at this rock in front of me. No, I'm gonna give you guys something interesting to look at first. I love having the all the way upgraded jetpack.
Take a peek at Bo0nd0ck's comp.
There we go.
Through over there.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I forgot you did that. We could do that. No, that's not yours.
That's a nice hauler, man. I like that hauler.
Thank you. Was it Ice Ice Baby? Was that yours? No. No, yours was Start the Shower, I'll Be There Soon. I think that's the one it was. Okay, so let me describe these to you. And I'm gonna have to jump off the feed here for a second and go into my pics on my phone, and just kind of describe these companies to you that I found that were around before Hello Games was even a thing. You know, before No Man's Sky was a thing anyway. I mean, these companies were around when No Man's Sky was just becoming a thing. You've got, let me see here, you've got
before Sean Murray planted his seed.
Right. You've got No Mimes Media, okay? Literally, their website is hello@nomimesmedia.com. And the video on their website starts with hello. I mean, right there, that says No Man's Sky to me. Then in their video, it says expand your universe. Let our award-winning minds expand your universe. When they're talking about letting them make an ARG for your company to promote whatever product you're promoting, right? Then you had gmdstudios.com. I couldn't even get that to open up on Safari, so I don't even think they're around anymore.
How about that Phantom Compass?
I'm about to get there. Then you've got Campfire NYC.com, which Campfire says, it's in the description, it says Campfire was born from our passion of storytelling. Yes, our founders made Blair Witch Project, but if some of you think it was just a movie, you'd be mistaken. It was a tale that involved the press and online and through genre fans and dozens of other little experiences to create an experience much larger than any single film could contain. The movie was just the centerpiece in a complex series of encounters. Legends were seeded, stories evolved, advocacy grew, and the film became a sensation before it ever reached a single theater. The transmedia approach to telling stories across multiple channels and media was a new way to create and manage a brand launch. Since this lofty beginning, we've applied these principles to generate unprecedented buzz and engagement for dozens of companies. So, this is what they do for a living.
Yeah.
Hello Games could have hired any one of these companies to come up with a marketing campaign for them. And so these are all...
There's no watermark on any of the Waken Titan things?
Not that I can see. And then here you've got Phantom Compass. Phantom Compass, you've got Explore the Unexpected. And it's got this symbol that looks like it's from No Man's Sky. Almost. Real close. Real close. And it says, we're game makers, well-traveled trailblazers, and pathfinders. We guide brands and agencies to new ground in the world of surprise and delight. I mean, it's got traveled and pathfinders in the description, like the mission statement of the company. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one that caught my eye.
Then you've got, let me see, the Company P. They do the same thing. You've got Stitch Media.
What's going on, Doom? What's
happening, Doom? Thanks for keeping an eye in the chat for me. You've got Stitch Media. It says a partner organized, focused on audience development, and it says Threads audience develops finds the common thread that connects you with your audience. And it says want to work for us? Get in touch. And here's what stuck out for me. This company right here that does the ARGs, their main, here's their address. It's stitch.media at 268 Adelaide Street, West Toronto. So this company is actually based in Toronto, Canada, where that briefcase was found that had the top secret files in it.
Oh, wow.
So Stitch Media is based in Toronto. So this is just and this is just a small portion of the research I've done today, because of there's a lack of, I guess there's a lack of news coming out about the game. I mean, there's plenty more research that I've done today, but I'm not at liberty to talk about it. Let me get back on the feed here so I can see what everybody's saying about. It's late, Iceman. De nada. Well. No problem there, Doomtooth. Good to see you on the stream anyway. Let me stop looking at these comm balls here, because I know that it's super exciting to just stand there and look at comm balls while you listen to me jibber jabber about nonsense. But what do you think about all that, Doom? I mean, Boone. Boone. Sorry.
Well, I mean, obviously, like, figuring this out would just be merely just figuring out the company responsible for making the ARG. So I mean, it wouldn't give us much answers, but it's definitely, like, out of the list that we were looking at earlier, it's there's a couple ones that, like, you really, it's hard to pass off just because of, like that Phantom Compass thing. I mean, that description, when I read that, it screamed No Man's Sky. Now, not to start any speculation and not to throw stuff out there. This is just the only thing we can do right now is kind of just speculate in our own ways, and that's what we're doing right now. But since we have such a lack of information of what's going on, and we have, we're kind of just sitting around until this whole thing gets figured out. That's all we can do, is just kind of just look at every piece of the puzzle, try to put things together to the best of our abilities. And this is an extremely interesting thing to look at. So, who knows if they're part of it or not. But it's, in my opinion, if you're interested enough, everything is worth taking a look at this point.
Yeah, here's the thing: is we've got a lackluster E3 going on, so there's no way for me to entertain myself with that because I care little to zero about what's going on at E3 right now. Like, there's nothing coming out.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Hey, Caroline, how you doing? There's little to nothing I'm interested in E3, and I'm not speaking for the whole community. I'm just speaking for myself. So that's not entertaining me. It's hard for me.
I don't know when the next farming simulator is coming out. So.
Farming Simulator 18 comes to mobile devices in a couple months. I've been looking at it.
Mobile?
Yeah, every other year they put it on. Last year was the first year for console. No, last year was the second time they did a console version. They did 15 and 17. Every other year they flip it, right? So on the odd years they do console and PC, and on the even years they do mobile devices. And then that way it keeps a 2-year production cycle on both types of programs.
Maybe you'll see Bo0nd0ck driving around on a John Deere in the future.
And the fact that I even know that about Farming Simulator games should tell you something about me.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's just, I need some Thamium. But it's been a weird couple of days because we haven't had a whole lot of information come out, and so all I've been left to do is kind of like left to my own devices. I mean, literally at this point, whoever's doing this ARG has turned everybody that plays No Man's Sky, everybody that's interested in this, maybe not everybody that plays No Man's Sky, but everybody who's paying attention to No Man's Sky in the social media spectrum, has turned him into a spy, right? Like. Yeah. For instance, I was hanging out on a chat earlier, and somebody was talking to me, literally talking to me in Morse code on the chat.
What?
So I had to go to a Morse code translator, put the Morse code, because I can't copy and paste in the YouTube chat, so I had to take a picture of it, and then keep on going back and forth from my pictures into the translator and put everything manually into the translator and translate one word at a time what this dude's trying to tell me. And then it wasn't even that significant. I'm just
what was it? What's up, Iceman? I checked out your channel. Good stuff.
Yeah. Drink your Ovaltine.
Yeah.
Make sure to drink your Ovaltine. What? No, it was I think it was like profound and observe were the 2 words he sent me. Or no, it wasn't profound. It was observe and perspective. That's what it was. And I was like, whatever, dude. I just did all that for 2 words that have loose meanings to one another. Don't do that again.
Just sending you on more wild goose chases.
Right. I'm just like, not everybody's a spy. Stop it.
Kermit. Hey, yo, Iceman. What's up, Iceman?
Hey, what's up, Kermit? How you doing?
What's up, Kermit? What's up, Iceman?
Yeah, what's up, Iceman? Whatever.
You
know what I'm saying? Geknip Gang. What's up to the Geknip Gang? How y'all doing? I liked being on Ivy Mike's stream yesterday. I hopped into his Discord and hopped onto his stream for a little bit. I meant to come back later on that day and do a little something, but I got busy. I've been. Here's the thing. I've been bored, anxious, and busy for the last 2 days. It's a really weird combination of secret communications, waiting, and wondering what other people are thinking.
Well, you're definitely not alone in that department. I'll tell you that.
And it's a little.
I can imagine how many people have just been sitting in their house for days, just.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like the Cold War, maybe.
Yeah, Cold War.
I got an uncle of mine that was.
We get all that.
I got an uncle of mine that was a spook, and he was stationed overseas, and he said that in the office that he worked in, there were cubicles, right? And this story goes no further between you, me, and the internet, okay? They had these cubicles, and this is probably more than 30 years ago, so I think it's probably okay for me to talk about this. If it's not, oh well. So he's not even, he's retired. He's really old. So anyway, in these cubicles, they were, I guess, what do you call it? They were catching transmissions from another country, and they couldn't talk to one another while sitting next to each other in these cubicles. And he said he's seen multiple people just go crazy and smash their computers.
What?
Because everything was so, blocked off and compartmentalized, where nobody knew what anybody else was doing, but you're working together and you can't talk to one another about anything that you do. So they would just lose their minds, and they'd have to be shipped somewhere.
What's going on, Hellfish? You said Cold War and spies. LMAO, the hype is real. That's right.
Well, you ain't lying.
Let's see. LOL, no sir, says, is there a bigger base complexity limit on PC? No sir, there is not.
There is if you mod it, but
other than that, no, you're kind of stuck with what you
and
get.
then you're kind of, if you take the base complexity off on the PC, it's kind of like at your own peril, because your computer is going to start crashing the game and all sorts of nonsense. Your pieces of your base will start disappearing, and
see, that's why people, I'm going to go on record. Mods are bad news. Just stay away from them. You don't need them. No Man's Sky is gorgeous the way it is. Don't touch the mods. Your computer will thank you. No Man's Sky will thank you.
I mean, that's Boone's opinion. My opinion is, go ahead. Do all the mods you want to. That's my opinion. I don't care. It's your game. Play it the way you want to play it.
Well,
That's just my opinion. I'm not saying your opinion isn't valid.
You got to disagree with me. That's pretty much what it boils down to, I think.
I'm a disagreeable person. Like, for instance, I really want this new Call of Duty at E3 to work out. The whole World War II thing. And I've been watching that because Call of Duty used to be my favorite video game of all time, right? When it was Modern Warfare, because, I used to be in the military, and I've driven Humvees, and I've driven tanks, and I've shot artillery, and
that's what brought me to Call of Duty too.
Yeah, and so that was interesting to me because I had a personal link to that conflict that they were portraying, and so I felt that the history behind that was something to be revered, and then they went off the rails somewhere. And
they seriously did.
I'm giving them a second chance on this to make it right, because I have an Activision ban on my channel, and so they've got a second chance.
It's you know what, the ban is warranted, and I was the same way. Like I was in love with Modern Warfare. I think the way that they made the game was just a masterpiece. The way they set it up, it wasn't tasteless. I mean, there was some controversial parts in the game, but overall, it was like a very well-made game.
Right.
And like you said, they just went off the rails. They just went in so many different directions. And Black Ops was like okay, kind of. It's just
right. They went into Black Ops went into alternate history, right?
Yes, exactly.
Which is okay. That's all right. If you're discussing things that could have happened, within the realm of possibility.
Yeah, and that's when it starts to get a little ridiculous. And then when it got to the point of wearing full exosuits and using jetpacks to run on walls and everything,
and doing
my interest 100%.
And doing emotes after PvP matches and stuff, I was just done by that point. I was just like, all right, I'm done. Anyway, they ruined my favorite game, and so I've been trolling everything Call of Duty all day. Maybe not all day. I stopped by to troll at least once a day.
Have you still not watched the trailer yet?
Oh yeah, nothing impressed me about it at all.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I think it's more like one thing I do have to say about it is that it does have kind of a grittier look than they have, and they have kind of tried to. I mean, it's hard not to look at it and think of Battlefield 1. You know what I mean? Even though it's two different time periods.
I watched one of the multiplayer matches that somebody played at E3, And you could tell that they copied and pasted from Modern Warfare 2 maps and just changed the textures. I mean,
yeah, you think so?
Yeah, no, I can prove it. If I played the tape back, or the tape. If I played the video back, yeah. If I played the video back, and showed you specific side by side, like, okay, here's the map here and here's the map here, you'd be like, oh yeah, it is the same map. I mean, we're working with an engine that's almost a decade old. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Well, I'm totally neglecting the comments here.
Well, they have been talking about the base complexity limit, still trying to. So he says, yeah, on PC you can disable it straight out, but there can be a couple issues with that. PC performance can be affected if the base is too complex. And I've even had parts of my base disappear because I kept building elsewhere. That makes sense.
So
you know what really messes up? Like if you go above your base complexity limit, you can't build a base. I mean a race.
Oh, really?
I think, yeah, I guess like if you go above the limit when you start to build your race, once you're complete, like half of the race will be there.
Oh, that stinks.
Because it makes, I don't know, it's probably, they probably didn't mean for that to happen. Hopefully it's one of the things that gets fixed. I'm hoping there's a couple different problems that they've taken note of since Pathfinder that they throw in there.
And I don't want to, I've been griping about Call of Duty and being kind of critical of Call of Duty because it was one of my favorite games that they ruined. But in no way am I disappointed with No Man's Sky at all.
No.
I love this game.
And I never have been. Not once. It's just, even with it, it's like, yeah, I mean, those trailers looked gorgeous from before we got the game. But, like, I'm okay with what I got. I just want to explore space and go to the different planets and just be able to do whatever I want, and that's what I got. So there's never been a time, even with the updates, that I've been disappointed about anything they've given us.
I think my ship is about to be full of stuff here in just a second. Yep, it is full of stuff. Ooh, I've got thamium in my ship.
Emerald that I took out the other day. That's
yeah, you were farming.
Right next to your base.
You were farming on my base the other day, weren't you?
Was, yeah.
Did you ever stay there? Or did you leave?
I left during that stream. Yeah,
oh yeah, that's right, you did, didn't you?
But you're on my recent, so I mean, just a tap of a button and I'll be there, Iceman. Just give me the word.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm looking for a cook.
You're looking. Whoa, hold on. You're looking for what?
A cook. I don't have a cook at my base.
You need to grab yourself a cook.
Well,
I can do that for you, but I can cook up a mean box of Kraft macaroni and cheese.
I was gonna say, because your accent, for some reason, your accent makes me think that you can cook.
Dude, I can't.
Like you could totally fake it with your accent.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe I'll just throw on, like, that's one of my segments I'll throw on my channel. Like, I'll just put up a cooking show acting like I know how to cook.
Oh,
and
here.
People will just be convinced just because of the sound of my voice.
Okay, here's an embarrassing fact about my channel. There are videos that existed on my channel from 2009 or 8, right? When I started my channel, that was about me cooking a ham.
Were you like trying to put a tutorial video for Easter or something?
Yeah, but it was funny. Like it was a comedy portion. Like I was gonna start a comedy channel, and it just was stupid. Like literally, just so stupid. I as soon as I started a gaming channel, I erased every video on there. Every single video. I have a bunch of. It's horrible.
What's funny about how I started my YouTube is me and my cousin. So like, me and my cousin, when we get together, we're complete nutcases. Okay, him more so than me, and he has an extremely unique personality. So because of that, I was like, dude, if we throw up little like vlogs every now and again, people are gonna love the stuff that comes out of your mouth. So that's what we started doing, and it went. We did like 4 or 5 videos. It didn't
Yeah,
go
somebody's
anywhere.
always gonna like
But
it.
the same exact thing with you. As soon as I started gaming YouTube, I didn't delete any of those videos, but I added them to my private playlist.
Right.
Not that they're bad.
Yeah.
None of them are bad. Like it's nothing that I'm like embarrassed of or ashamed of. But it doesn't like put. It doesn't have the same.
No, this is like
entertainment as what I'm trying to get across now.
This is like something I did like when I only had one kid and my wife and kid were like out of town for the weekend or some nonsense, and I was just bored, and so I think somebody had given me a ham for Christmas. I mean, it was ridiculous. Like I was like, am I really about to cook this ham right now? Because this is so stupid. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make like a mock cooking show out of me cooking this ham because I'm bored, and that's what ended up on YouTube as like my first videos.
Did you get any views or likes? I mean,
I did
views,
actually people subscribed to that. I was so surprised.
Really?
Like for the longest time,
kept it, dude. If you still have it.
No. Look, for the longest time, like for no joke, for like 8 years, I think some of my subscribers are actually dead because they're like not posting videos anymore. so like some of my subscribers are like from that time period, and I have like 20 people that subscribe to that. Like, why?
Back in Vietnam, you have Vietnam War vets that used to subscribe to you and everything.
Right.
Help You says, love the yellow walls.
Yep. Caroline, she thought that was pretty funny. Kermit the Frog says he's into cooking ramen.
Dude, I can cook mean ramen. So, actually, we were just talking about ramen just the other day. You were giving your son his first college cooking lesson.
Oh man, dude.
Speaking of cooking shows.
Yeah, no joke, right? Okay, we're full of stuff. We're going to the space station to make a little cash. What do I got now? I got 20 mil. So I expect to be around 8 mil by the time we get back. Hopefully. Although, of course, this emerald takes up a lot of space. And it's not the most profitable per slot as my other stuff. So we'll see. Like any other time I would be making like 10 mil per load, and since I'm messing around with this emerald, I'm only making about 8, but I get loads faster that way. So potato
8 mil, though, I mean, that's nothing.
Yeah, potato tomato.
Disappointed about. But Kermit says yellow and greens are the best colors in my opinion. The blue-white color is nice on the closed frozen planet, and he says, but yellow has become my new favorite because yellow-blue, black-yellow, you can mix and match them. So I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Yellow and black has been, so my first base ever was red and gray, but ever since, well, I think Pathfinder.
Generally, I like.
That, I do yellow black, but now that we have wood, I do yellow black mixed with wood, so you get like that gold trim going.
Right.
Looks real classy, like.
Real classy. LOL, no sir. I do not have a terminal in my base. I like to keep things sporty. I like the danger of actually like smuggling it to the space station. It's fun.
Well, I mean, you're not in your fighter right now. How much do you have your hauler upgraded?
0.
In terms of like
none.
No weapons.
If I could take the launch thrusters off, I would.
Sometimes it's quicker to still go to a station. Base terminals won't let you sell from your ship inventory.
All right, so
gotta keep on.
all that emerald, I've got 3,845 pieces, units of emerald. Right? It only goes for like 1 mil, and that takes up so much space, and it's only worth 1 mil. So now I'm up to like.
My first resource I ever got rich off of was emerald, and I thought rich was like 500,000 units back
right.
then. This was like back in like old school No Man's Sky days.
Well, back then it kind of was.
Yeah.
What just happened to my screen there? It went weird. It went wonky. So now you're just gonna watch me produce things. So have you been doing any research, Boone? Into any of this stuff?
Basically, I've been relying on you. So I have been going around, but like you said, I have been going around Reddit, and I have been trying to find out more information. But
so
as
there
you
was.
said, it's been kind of quiet the past 24 hours.
It has, like the last 48 hours, really. I saw in the Reddit that there was one guy who went to the Atlas 64 site, and he searched Hello Games in the Atlas 64 site and came up with a long string of codes. It was like a 13-page string of code that he then is in the process of decoding, and it is an excerpt. It's either from Waking Titan, the book, or it's from War of the Worlds. It's an excerpt from War of the Worlds, and I'm curious to see what that whole excerpt is. My wife said it was from probably from War of the Worlds, but she's never read Waking Titan either. Which War of the Worlds would be interesting, because War of the Worlds was one of the first. It was one of the first augmented reality games, if you think about it.
Right. People killed themselves over that thing.
Yeah, they did. It was crazy. Like,
is that so? Have you typed it into Google?
What's that? No, I haven't.
See, because that would tell you right there.
Yeah.
It's from War of the Worlds, and it actually does have to do with No Man's Sky, and the fact that it's talking about the fourth and everything like that.
Right.
And it's actually an excerpt from War of the Worlds. Then, like I said, it might be hinting to the fourth race being a hostile race.
Well, I think either way they're going to be a hostile race.
Yeah, I mean,
that excerpt sounds hostile.
Yeah.
It's like they were talking about things bursting up out of the ground and stuff like that, and that's what my wife. That's why she thought it was War of the Worlds, because of that.
Good night, Caroline. Thanks for coming.
Good night, Caroline. Thank you. Who else is in here? Yeah, that's about everybody that's been in the chat. Sack Venom was the get quick rich method when the game came out. Yeah, Sack Venom was the thing.
I never came across a lot of Sack Venom, no, but that's like back in when No Man's Sky first came out. Like I didn't frequent any of the Reddits or anything like that. I kind of just played No Man's Sky and taught myself all the information on my own. I didn't really start joining any of the communities or looking into any of that until right when the hub started up.
Right. I think the hub.
I was kind of just on my own.
The hub project really kind of kick-started the community back. When you think about it.
Yeah, it did. Yep.
And it made the game definitely more of an interactive experience. Like
it even got people to start playing again. People that haven't played the game in years, they ended up finding out about it in passing on YouTube, and it got them to just start playing the game again when before they had no interest to.
Right.
So the hub has been great.
You know, that's funny. It's not even been out for a year yet, and you said years because it feels like years that I've been playing this game.
It really does. Isn't it hard to believe that it's only been a year since it came out?
Yeah.
And then and it's crazy because at the time between updates, we've only had to wait 3 months between updates, and it's like, tell me that 3 months doesn't feel like a year.
Oh, it does.
It's like I couldn't believe the last time when we got Pathfinder. When we got Foundation, and no, it was Pathfinder. It was Pathfinder. But when we got it, it's people started putting 2 and 2 together that they're working on like a 3-month time span. I had no idea that it was even 3 months. I thought we were waiting a hell of a lot longer than that, just because I wasn't paying attention. But it's definitely
the last week has felt like a month.
Yeah. Yes, it has. Yeah, it has. And this thing has only been going for a week, right? Just a little over a week.
Yeah, I think maybe a little over a week, because June 5th is when it started, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, a little bit over a week.
No, sir, says the hub made me come back, but I haven't made it to the hub yet because I can't find any warp drive upgrades. Just keep grinding away, man. You'll get them.
You can get those from Polo if you do the zoology stuff. Or you can go to, I think, a Corvex system and just go to Operations Centers, I believe, and get it.
Yeah.
If you just spam Operations Centers.
I have no help in that department either because I got all the warp drive upgrades way before anything so far back that I don't remember how I even ended up getting them.
Right, I'm the same way.
It's already, but it's pretty much been the same way, always, hasn't it? But here's the thing. Like I got, warp drive theta you're supposed to get from Polo.
Right.
I have warp drive theta. I've had it, but I have never done the zoology achievement until like 2 weeks ago.
Because you probably got it. You probably got it in a Corvex system from an operations center.
See, and now that's that. Now that. Oh well, yeah. But has it changed that Polo is now the only one that gives it to you now?
No, but if you don't want to spam operations centers, you can always get it from Polo.
Right. Okay.
But then.
Okay, I hate that you have 3 Atlas passes.
Why? Why? Because you don't?
Because, I mean, on the bright side, I got the second one the other day, which I've been waiting forever for. But yeah, because I don't. Because every time I look into your inventory, I'm like, dang, there's not a door that you can't go into.
Yeah, but for a long time, I mean, I didn't get that until like maybe 2 months ago. And so for a long time, I was in your position. And one day I turned on the game and Anomaly appeared and Polo had it for me because I was doing all the Anomaly missions at one point.
How awesome was that during the stream when I went into that Anomaly? And I was like, hopefully he gives me Atlas Pass beat 2.
Yeah, and then he did.
Got lucky there.
That's awesome.
I got them when the game came out, but I deleted the saves after Foundation. Why would you do that?
I did that with my survival mode.
For what? Just to start clean?
Yeah. But
yeah.
I've got way too much work into my normal mode. I've got almost a year's worth of work into my normal mode. There's no way I'm re-racing it.
Exactly. I can't ever step away from that. Like, I'll do my whole permadeath thing that I'm doing. I probably won't touch survival because now the permadeath, higher risk, more fun.
Have you ever seen that video of that kid whose mom deletes his World of Warcraft account?
Oh, when he tweaks out?
Yeah, he just totally tweaks out and starts berating himself with a shampoo bottle?
Yes.
That's how I would be if somebody erased my No Man's Sky save.
Yeah, I'd probably have to agree with that.
Maybe minus the shampoo bottle, probably.
I get freaked out. Like, the last time I got freaked out in the game, I was trying to, how when I warp back to my base and then my ship gets, like, stuck in my base, I tried to hop in it and take off, and, like, I got stuck in midair, and at that point, like, I couldn't do anything else, but I had a whole ship full of, album pearls that I was waiting to sell. And I didn't save it beforehand.
No.
And, like, I was freaking out.
I've done that.
Pissed. I didn't even try to see if I had them left, which I didn't. They were gone. I shut the game off. I was done. I was like, absolutely done.
I've done that. I have done that. Except now I've got a farm that is just pretty much unlimited money. Just like it's kind of like time equals money. So the more time I spend on it, the more money I make. So
yep.
It's kind of like money is kind of free in this game now. Because you can just make it.
It is, yeah. It doesn't take long to accumulate.
They should just put like a Factorio printing press, like assembly line in the game where you can just print units because it'd be about the same.
Counterfeit. That's counterfeit.
Yeah, galactic counterfeiting. That's what we're into here on Iceman Third ID.
I'm pretty sure Atlas wouldn't be fond of that.
All right, here we go. We got to the lube portion of the build.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
Never do the lube first because then you get it all over everything else you produce. And the last...
It's going to be a sloppy mess. You're not going to be able to handle those explosives. You're going to be dropping explosives everywhere.
Exactly. I was just fitting to say, the last thing you want on your explosives is lube.
Yeah. can turn a messy situation into an even worse situation.
Pro tips from Iceman and Boone: never handle lube before you handle explosives. Oh my goodness!
No sir said I wanted to start clean and try out nanites. That makes sense. I might have to. Hold on. Yeah, I think I have to go restart Family Guy. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
That's my noise machine to drown me out.
Yeah, if you guys are tuning in after the little intro that me and Boone did, this is kind of like the daddy episode where our kids are sleeping and we don't want to wake them up, which is why our voices are so low and monotone and very soothing, because we don't want to wake the kids, especially Boone, because his kid gets violently aggravated whenever he wakes up. Not really. Actually, he's pretty cute when he wakes up. But he wants him to stay asleep so that he can stream with me, see? And if he doesn't stay asleep, he can't stream with me. And that would be bad for all of us concerned.
Alrighty then.
So I wasn't just talking bad about you while you were gone.
You're lying through your teeth. That's alright. You should hear the stuff I say about you when you're not listening.
That's good.
Make sure you don't watch any of my streams that you're not co-hosting.
Oh, you see, you're not tricking me into co-hosting every one of your streams.
Damn it. But do it. Can I count on you for Permadeath Wednesday tomorrow?
Yeah. Can I count on you for Permadeath Thursday? Because that's my birthday. It's going to be my permadeath birthday.
Oh, then I have to be there.
Right.
No question about it. So if you do it, when are you planning on doing that though? Are you gonna go with my schedule or?
Oh, I have no idea. I've got all day slotted for that because I'm supposed to be going over to my mother-in-law's house to cook steaks for my birthday. So
you're gonna cook steaks for your birthday?
Yeah, something like that.
I wouldn't mind doing that though. I wouldn't mind. I kind of like cooking on the grill, so that's not wrong.
We got this huge, gigantic steak, and that's what we're going to be eating on. So I've got that going on Thursday for my birthday, but I want to do a permadeath live stream for my birthday because what's better than death for your birthday?
Well, I mean, 1 year closer.
Right.
Might as well just run with the trend.
Yeah, I'm almost 40.
Of the day.
I'm almost 40. Not to put my age all the way out there, but I'm almost 40. So I think that permadeath is about fitting for my birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great idea. So it's going to be at some point during the day.
Some point during the day, whenever you want to do it.
Okay. All right.
Since it's my birthday, whenever you feel comfortable.
Man, it's your birthday and it's whenever I feel comfortable.
Right. Right.
Okay. I don't know. I got my. I know I'm trying to do my every other day thing, but I do have my daughter's preschool graduation on Friday, so that might get in the way of Friday's stream for me. And then Monday's stream might be interrupted because I got jury duty in the mail. Jury duty? So what I'm hoping is that it's one of those situations where I just call and they're like, yeah, we don't need you, and I'll be good.
Not just walk in and go, guilty! And they'll just be like, all right, you're out of here. Oh, man. And they didn't, like, maybe I can kind of cut myself a break if I try to switch the courtroom. But I already activated my juror number, so I think it's too late. You activated? They do that? Like, they give you a juror number? Yeah, it comes in the mail. They have like a juror number, and what you have to do is you have to go to the site or call. I think you can call too. And then you have to put in your number and basically just tell them you accepted it. And there's a couple options you can put there. You can say, yes, I'll attend. Do they like threaten you? If like, oh, here's what happens if you don't accept it. Well, on the envelope, it says it's your civil duty or something like that. And it does say on the piece of paper you get in the envelope, it does say that if you don't, then it can result in a fine.
They don't. I don't think they really mentioned jail time, but it's a pretty.
Like, could you imagine?
If you
Look,
don't show up.
I made 20. I started with 20 million. I got 8 million now. But could you imagine like going to prison for not going to jury duty? How ironic is that?
That would be so ridiculous. Like, it would be so ridiculous if that was
Like,
to happen. Like, to say I like forgot about it, and someone was gonna say like, all right, well now you have a warrant out for your arrest. You got to go to jail. I'd be like, are you serious? Like you seriously
could you?
lock me up 'cause I
Could
didn't
you?
go to jury duty?
All right, imagine you're in prison and somebody asks you what you're in for, and that's what you got to say. Yeah, I'm in here for skipping
just
jury
skip
duty.
jury duty.
Either A, you'd be the most unpopular or the most popular person in prison. One of the two. No in between on that one.
Oh man, you know what? It could go both at the same time, though.
Right.
Popular for unwanted reasons.
Well, then that's a whole another story. But I'm not going to get into that on this on this stream. Oh, try to pay attention to the chat, and nobody's talking. Nobody's talking to the chat because we're talking.
You guys don't want to talk to us tonight? Is it because the stream's on so late at night? Is that what's going on?
That's okay. I'll like my own stream. Well, I got 10 likes, 14 watching. That's pretty good compared to all the other people I've watched today. Not everybody. Some of the folks I've watched today have been doing pretty good on their streams today. I think what it is we've got a lot of E3 action going on, and everybody's concerned with like the new Assassin's Creed coming out. Like we haven't played every single thing that Assassin's Creed has to offer, or the new. I'm just not. I'm not excited about Assassin's Creed. I'm not excited about Far Cry.
I've never been an Assassin's Creed fan anyway. Hey, congrats on 250 subs.
Oh, thanks.
Geknip says.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
What it do, baby boo?
Are y'all Skyping talking?
No, we're in a PlayStation party right now.
Yep. But at any rate, E3 it has turned into a bunch of media butt suckers that are following money around. All they do is
media butt suckers.
That's what they are. They just go around sucking the butts of people with money. It's ridiculous, dude. Like you've got not to make an enemy out of like everybody as soon as I start my channel, but like IGN and The Know, all they talk about is AAA titles. It's not like they're covering any indie games. Of course, you don't have any indie games at E3 pretty much. But I mean,
there's been only like one or two that I saw, but it's really not a place for them. They have what do they have, packs for that? Yeah,
they got packs for that. But I guarantee you that they're not. They don't build their yearly schedule around. They don't build their yearly schedule around PAX. They build it around E3. And you guys are going to see a blue screen of death for a minute. I'm going to invite somebody in here, you guys. I think we're going to have a special guest. All right?
Oh, special.
Right. What the heck? Maybe we're in... Yeah, butt suckers. Why not? All right, I just got a party invite from this dude, but he's not online. It hasn't been online for 9 hours, so I don't know how that works. I think... Oh, I know how it works. Never mind.
Illuminati.
Yep. So hopefully he comes in. I don't know if he'll come in or not. I have my party set to private, so he can't just jump in. He's got to ask for an invite.
The Helpia says The Know loves to spread the Sean Murray hate.
Oh boy, you ain't lying, dude. They cannot stand Sean Murray. I think Sean Murray stood him up in the past or something. Like they invited him on The Know, and he just stood him up. Like, nah, I don't have time for you. I mean,
Endless, dude.
if he doesn't have time for Kanye West, he doesn't have time for the No. I can guarantee that, brother.
McKitty Tisha says hi. Hey, McKitty.
Hey, McKitty.
I
How
kind
you
of like
doing?
saying your name.
Yeah, it's
Call
fun.
him McKitty.
I'm just gonna
say, hey, Boone.
Can I just call you Kitty? Is that okay? We're just farming and talking. We're just chilling and hanging out.
Misha Burton was so sassy when she was talking about the cassette tapes. I like it though. Heck yes, I agree, Iceman. I think the No is sponsored by Pornhub.
I think you may be correct. Because they talk about it a lot, don't they? They do. They talk about. They bring that up a lot.
One of their videos, so I'm kind of glad.
Yeah, it's horrible. Don't do it. It's unless you want to be mad. If you want to be mad, go ahead. That's fine.
Well, I never want to be mad. I embrace it when I am, but I never just voluntarily get mad. Well, yeah, no.
Oh, the struggle for plutonium and thamium is real. Plamium.
Well, just say plamium if you're looking.
Just say
if you're
plamium.
looking for both of them at the same time. Just
Where's
say
the plamium?
Searching for plamium.
Searching for plamium.
Oh, you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. That must be the furnace there.
Yeah. Is it loud?
Yeah, a little.
All right, give me 1 second.
All right. So let me see. Let me read the comments here. The No is yep. Mm-hmm. Well, but what else has been going on at E3 today? You've had the new Ace Combat looks pretty cool. Forza looks pretty good. You have a couple of pirate games that are coming out together, and then you've got some game that they tried to compare to No Man's Sky that it looks like ridiculous. It looks like No Man's Sky slash. This is just what I've heard now. I haven't seen the previews. That people are saying it looks like No Man's Sky slash Skylanders. So you've got these like toys that come to life in the game, just like Skylanders, and that's just a horrible idea. It's like that's like crack for kids, man. That's not even ethical. Because it's like a $20. You're buying a $20 DLC every time you buy one of those toys that unlocks something that's already in the game. That's just a horrible exploitive business model to me. Anyway, personally. Help Ya Collection says, I feel like if any other game developer gave cassettes out to their fans, the No would have called it awesome. But since it was the infamous Sean Murray, yeah, then they want to spread the hate about it. Yep, exactly. And I don't know what their problem is with Hello Games. I understand that Hello Games is no longer like the darling of the media because their game came out and whatever, bad press, blase, blase, blase. But you don't have to. It's kind of like, it's as bad as kicking somebody when they're down. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, they're already down. Why kick them further? It's just a despicable thing to do, really. It's just a horrible thing to do. Like, bad people kick other people when they're down that are good people. If you see a criminal that just robbed an old lady and you kick that criminal while he's down, probably not going to feel too bad about it. But if you kick, like, the old lady while she's down, I'm going to say that you're probably the criminal. That's just my opinion. So if you're just coming to the stream, I've got Bo0nd0ck Games with me, but he is currently fighting the furnace like the dad off of A Christmas Story right now. He's a furnace fighting dad. The furnace kicked on, and his son is asleep. He's trying not to wake his son. He's trying to be quiet for the stream, and he's next to a furnace, and so he's currently fighting a furnace, like literally. and like it's a dragon in his basement. So, good luck with that, Boone.
It's winning right now.
Is
it's
it?
Winning.
So all right, breaking. Boone is losing the battle against the Furnace Dragon. What do we got in the comments here? Hello Games gave them a strike on YouTube. Oh. That's why they kicked him a year later. Yep. Gaming Mike says, hey, sorry about that PlayStation spam, Iceman. I was looking through your profile and hit that party button. Oh, okay, cool. If you want on the show, I'll let you on the show, Gaming Mike. Some
right,
of the criticisms... It's dead? Yep. Did you kill the Furnace Dragon? Gaming Mike,
if you... Dude, it was relentless.
If you want on the show, man, you can come on the show.
Oh, hell yeah, I got Gaming Mike in here. Captain Pulsar says, sounded like he was in a hot air balloon. You would never see me in a hot air balloon, ever. Alright, that is just a silly thing to do. We weren't meant to fill balloons up with flaming hot air to take us up into a basket. It wasn't meant to happen. So I just think it's way too risky.
You know, when you put it that way, it sounds risky.
It is. Like, think of it. Like, who would think it's like, all right, so we're going to be suspended by a wicker basket held by ropes, and how we're going to fly is we're going to have this big fabric balloon that we're going to launch a jet of flames into the center of it. And that's going to inflate it, and that's what we're going to use to fly around.
When you say it like that, it sounds preposterous, really.
You know what I mean?
Could you imagine being like in the 1800s and you're on like your donkey riding through a town on a dirt road and you just see a balloon with flames shooting out of it? You'd be like,
it's like,
you would think that like, yeah, you wouldn't know what to think. You'd think, oh my gosh, I hope there's not somebody in that thing.
Daniel Hippo says building guy and plant guy are Gex, weapon guy and car guy are Vikings, science guy and portal guy are Corvex terminals. Yep. Mike said he's going to jump in here.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, spam me again, and I'll. If you spam me again, I'll know what your ID is, and then I'll let you in. So,
there it is.
What brought the hot air balloon story up? Because your furnace?
Yes, because the furnace, Captain Pulsar said that the furnace sounded like I was in a hot air balloon.
Oh yeah, it did sound like you were in a hot air balloon. Did it feel like you were in a hot air balloon?
No, I'm farther away. I'm far enough away that I don't actually feel it. But I mean, if this is the closest, I know what it's like to fly in a hot air balloon now.
All right, you're about to see the blue screen of death. It's all good. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. People love hearing our voices. They don't really watch No Man's Sky. They're not really here for No Man's Sky.
Yeah. Thing.
No, they're just here.
No Man's Sky right now.
They're just here for our voice, our soothing daddy voices. That's what they're here for.
Our soothing daddy voices and all those creative juices.
Right, exactly. What's up, Gaming Mike?
I'm here for No Man's Sky.
What's happening?
Don't lie.
I'm not just here for the voices.
Oh, you're here for No Man's Sky?
That's right.
What's going on, Mike?
Oh, just chilling on a Tuesday, you know. How are you guys doing?
Man, we're doing awesome.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Other than going out of our minds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been lurking in the stream.
I know you have. I've been lurking in every single stream today, if you haven't noticed, Mike.
Yeah.
It's fun, isn't it?
Dude, I'm on vacation right now, and this is killing me. Like, if I had work to do, like, if I went to work, it would take my mind off of it a little bit. But all I do, I'm just sitting around the house going, like, what's Waking Titan? I can't stand this. It's horrible, dude.
Falling down that rabbit hole, huh?
Dude, I feel like...
I'm afraid for this Waking Titan stuff, dude. I'm worried that it's being hyped up to more than it actually is, and then it's just going to start a whole new wave of complainers and whiners and people who say they would promise something.
I'm trying to prepare myself for that though, because I feel like that might be inevitable anyway. And it
seems like that's the way it's going for sure.
Yeah. I mean, GM had a good a good conversation about it today on his stream.
Rant today was golden. He was on it.
Yeah, I was actually in the middle of putting away my laundry, and I had turned the volume all the way up, and he just went on that rant, and I was like, oh god, I got to turn that down.
Yeah.
My cousin actually walked by me while I was listening to it too, and he's like, "This dude is going off on your game right now." I'm like, "No, it's all good. He's good. He's good."
Yeah. He sounds like he's lost his patience with the whole thing. He was getting pissed.
yeah, he was.
It was too bad. He's been playing since the beginning too. He's been one of the ones I've watched the longest actually on YouTube.
Yeah, what's funny about him was I was actually mowing my lawn, and I was on this riding lawnmower. It's like a $50 riding lawnmower, if you can imagine that. It has like no padded seat. It's just I'm sitting on metal with 2 screws digging into my rear end. And and it's like this old snapper with gears. It's got a gear shifter. And the first time I ever put it into first gear, I popped a wheelie. Well, the other day I'm mowing my lawn on this monstrosity, which is I love it because it is what it is. But I'm mowing my lawn on this monstrosity. I'm listening to Gaming Mike talk, and his stream gets interrupted by one of his neighbors knocking on his door, and they're looking for their cat named Oreo that's black and white. Well, I'm like, dude, that's crazy, because I've got a cat that's black and white named Oreo. That's nuts. And so I had to say that in the stream, and like, as soon as I said that in the stream, he starts going off. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Mr. Roaster decided to stop in, and he said he's here to roast all of us. We suck, and it's the worst channel ever. Dude, I appreciate the hell out of that.
Cool.
Mr. Roaster, you are a gentleman and a scholar, my friend. Thank you.
So roasted right now.
Awesome.
I do
Dude,
feel roasted. Honestly, I'm gonna lose 10 hours of sleep because of this. I'm gonna end this stream going to my bed. Honestly, more depressed than I've ever been.
It's in his name,
Way
dude.
to go, Mr. Roaster.
It's in his name. I can't even fault him for that. Like, he's just doing what his name says.
Well, I mean, you gotta own it. You know? If that's a thing. Just like Reaction Tea Time have owned just the whole blank stare thing.
Yeah, boy, you're not lying. They got that down pat.
Oh, man. Oh, that guy. He's not helping anything, okay? He's not helping anybody.
He's really not. He's really not helping anything.
As far as capitalizing on hype goes, the man is a genius.
Genius.
Well,
Genius.
how many subscribers do you think he's been able to nail down because of this?
Dude.
I don't know.
He's
What's
not
he
even
at now?
doing anything.
Yeah, it's a loop. It's a looped video. It's not. He recorded that video once, however long ago.
Right.
And
they're putting out other videos.
Since the 5th, he's been streaming for 8
Are they
days
still?
now.
Is he still live right now? Because I know they have been uploaded. They have been uploading videos since.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. It's still live. They've just got it set to a loop.
That's all it is.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Oh, he knows something." No, he doesn't. He knows.
I don't think
YouTube.
he does.
He knows how to YouTube.
He definitely.
Mr. Roaster was just over in his chat too.
Oh, really?
Mr. Roaster's just making the rounds.
I guarantee you that dude is like the Einstein of exploitation. It's like E equals MC hype.
Yep. I mean, I can't fault him for it. If you want to, if that's what he's on YouTube to make money. It seems like it's his job. He's got like 3 different channels.
Exactly.
Where he just stares at stuff.
Yeah.
It really is brilliant. Like, I'm a little jealous I didn't think.
And it's a crew. It's a crew of 3 of them too.
Right.
They got like a girl and then another guy with glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This whole weird thing.
At least 3 that we know of, anyway.
It just doesn't. It doesn't help the whole hype situation. People
no,
are
it doesn't.
spinning it into all kinds of things, and I'm like, settle down, you guys. Oh man, I got roasted personally by Mr. Roaster. Yes.
You know what's funny is that
Honored.
as soon as Gaming Mike's voice hits my channel, here they come.
I know.
Here they come. Here comes the Goon Squad.
Oh, your channel sucks. You got 0 subs. You cry to your mom and
See, now this guy's got a...
Mr. Roaster might get a sub for me.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to sub him now.
Sick roast he comes up with.
Yeah.
He's got 0 subscribers. Mr. Roaster has 0 subscribers.
So he...
So it's all projection.
Right.
What are you doing, guy?
I think I'll subscribe to him. That's actually a kind of a unique...
Banana Republic, what's up?
Banana Republic, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
Oh,
I'm not...
Banana Republic saying hello. Sorry, Banana Republic.
Yeah, we're not doing anything. Like, there's no mission here. All I'm doing is farming, and we're hanging out and talking. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing.
Just it's just coffee talk. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
it's coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Hey, to help you collection there in the chat, though, I hope I didn't seem too hostile today in your chat. I was just trying to shut that guy up that was bragging about his sub count.
People should expect that from you anyway, so no need to apologize for that.
Well, I mean,
It's the
I don't want
best,
to. I don't
dude.
want
It's
to
the
make
best
people
when,
feel
like,
like I
someone
made
just-
their chat hostile.
Which chat are
Just
you
like-
talking about?
It was in Helpia's stream earlier today.
Oh,
There was a guy in
okay,
there
okay.
Talking. Here's another recurring theme with the haters of the game. They like to brag to you about how much sooner they found out about the game than you. They like to say, "Well, I found out about it way sooner than you did," and then you find out 5 minutes later that they never actually played the game, but they heard about it way sooner than you did. So they're the expert.
Well,
Yeah,
And
of course.
what would
man.
that even matter? It doesn't.
I don't know, but I've seen it come up so many times with these trolls lately. It's like a point of pride for them. Like, oh, I heard about the game before you did, so I can tell you what it's all about. Like, shut the hell up, dude. You never even played it.
I've seen one dude going around pretending. I don't know whether he's pretending, but he told me yesterday, and I wonder if he's in here now, but he told me yesterday that he was a programmer that lived 30 miles away from Sean Murray, and he's met him personally, and then gave me the most...
M-squared.
Yeah, he gave me... I knew his name, I just wasn't going to put it out there.
Oh, that's yeah. Well,
Anyway, no, he said that he gave me like the most general description of Sean Murray ever. Like, I could have come up with that description. He likes jelly beans. Really? Okay, so does Ronald Reagan. All right. You know, it was just, he's very humble. Really? How would you have ever guessed that Sean Murray was like that?
Well, like, he's saying something this morning. Like, I mean, like, if you do end up watching this video, like, we're not, like... Well, no, screw that. Anyway, he was in the chat today. And he was just, like, somebody was mentioning something about Sean Murray. I forget exactly what it is. And he says... He's like, you know, Sean is actually a pretty quiet person in reality or something like that, and the media just likes to twist his image around or something like it does seem like every time anything that he types in the chat is in reference to, I don't know, just how close he is to Sean Murray and Hell Games. I don't know, like he just
Wait. What if M-squared is Sean
Is Sean Murray? I was just thinking exact same thing, dude.
Then I owe him an
It
apology
just
by the
dawned
end of
on me.
this.
Like, it is Sean Murray, like just looking for a little sympathy from his fans, and we're just
Murray
bashing him.
That's what it is.
We're bashing him.
Conspiracy hype.
Yep.
M-squared is Sean Murray. Spread the
M
word,
squared is Sean Murray. You heard it first on Iceman Third ID.
everybody. Boom. News broken.
Oh, man, I just made No
Iceman
Man's Sky
likes
history.
Donald Trump. Roaster says you like Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
He's
that's
also
huge.
telling people to. He's also telling people to shoot a freighter for 1 million units. That's absolutely true. What else is he saying? Oh, McKitty says he has a beard. He's also saying you suck to everybody. Dude, like roasting, it goes a lot further than just saying you suck. So you gotta dig into that little roasting bucket you got.
No, you gotta like at least go back to some of my older videos to find the ones that actually do suck and then say something about it.
Well, this is where that ham video would come in handy.
Right, exactly. The one I took off, yeah, the ham video. That was horrible, dude. I heard you talking
about that earlier. I was gonna say you shouldn't have deleted those, man. You might like them someday. You might
no,
like them again someday.
No, I'm not ever.
You could have just made them private. You could have just made them private. I've got old videos on this channel too that I have set to private.
See, I don't want to say
that's exactly what I did too.
I don't want to say they're private because somebody might hack my channel and like unprivate them, and then everybody will be able to see my ham content.
Ham content is on the internet.
Everybody's gonna see my ham content.
To do this.
Oh my god!
Oh, I can't even play right now. Oh! I just made myself laugh. All right, let me drink some more of this Czechoslovakian bilge water. I almost spit it out. All right.
Help you was saying that was hilarious in the chat. Good, help you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you.
Because, I mean, I'm in that stream chat for the streamer, you know, when I'm chatting. I don't like. I try not to get too into people's faces in somebody else's stream. But that guy was, when he started bragging about his subscriber count, I was
you know what's funny is I haven't had any experience with trolls until recently. Like,
they've been coming out. They've been coming out big time.
Like, my entire channel, I feel like such a spoiled brat, like a YouTube spoiled brat, because I never had to deal with trolls, right? Like, I've just been born with a YouTube silver spoon in my mouth, you know?
Nice.
I just haven't had to deal with them. Like, nobody wants to troll me.
Do you want to?
Not really.
I can start sending them your way.
No, I'm good.
Seriously, you can send them to me, Mike. Like I always say, I welcome them into my streams.
I mean, they're a plus on the view count, so whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Helping you out in the process.
Yeah, exactly.
The trolls support this game as just as much as the people who like this game.
Exactly.
Just as much.
So, you know. Yeah, and they're entertaining. They do keep things entertaining.
So, Lenny Bullet says he was on the Echo 64 website earlier today, and he thinks he found two things, hoping somebody could double check what he found to see if it's something or nothing. Well, what is that?
What is
Lenny?
it? Yeah, what is it?
Lenny. Those are blue, Lenny.
I'm so much less. I feel like when I'm watching Gaming Mike or I'm watching like a couple of other guys that are really professional with their channel, I feel like I'm not as entertaining as they are. Like, no, you sound You sound way more professional than I do. Because
you know what it is?
What's that?
I did college radio for a couple of years, and I swear that's the only thing.
That's what it is. You sound like a college radio guy.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. I'm totally a college radio guy.
So if I do this for a couple of years, will I sound like you?
You might. It reminds me so much of it, dude. Especially when I first started, it's like, oh, there's a handful of people listening. I've got the microphone, and I just say whatever I want. The whole trick is just to keep talking, really.
Just to keep talking.
Like same idea.
Right, and that's because here's what happens is you've got my No Man's Sky footage in the foreground and my voice making it interesting in the background, and whenever you stop talking, it stops becoming interesting. So,
it's just No Man's Sky footage.
Right, and don't get me wrong, I love this game, but I couldn't, like, if I had somebody at my house right now playing it, I would kick them out. Like, all right, get out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just,
yeah, I want to play it. I don't want to watch you play it.
Yeah.
You know.
It's great at work. That's what I do on my stream watching is while I'm at work during the day, so it's great for me. It's perfect to have on in the background. Like, I can listen to the streamer, and then if something happens in their stream, they'll say something. I can go and I can alt-tab over to that window and take a look, you know?
Right.
It's perfect. You sound like Chavo. That's what Chavo does.
Yeah, it works out. Those desk jobs aren't so bad.
Oh, I wish I've got a desk job with nothing at my desk. Like, we are the most behind department in the country. Well, I literally, it's pen and paper all day long. Like, we're still using Morse code, and it's horrible.
You gotta save
that
money.
guy in the chat earlier.
Yes. Yes, like the guy in the chat earlier. No joke, dude. I had a guy talking to me in Morse code, and I was just like, okay, this better be good, dude. If I've got to go through the entire trouble of translating Morse code, it better say something good, and it didn't. It didn't at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too. With the hype, people are getting so hyped up, and then they start thinking everything's a secret, but it's not. If anything, this game is a community puzzle to be solved by the community. Right.
I agree.
And everybody gets all proprietary about their ideas. Like, oh, if I tell somebody, then they'll know.
Then they'll know.
Like,
yeah.
That's the point, man. That's the point.
That's exactly the point. Which is why tomorrow, hopefully, my idea won't be proprietary anymore.
Hopefully.
Yeah. What I've been sitting on won't be.
I feel like this is an idea that is safe to leak out there to everybody else, because it just seems to. Like, we'll stop talking about it just so, but I think you're safe.
Oh, I think so too, but like I said, I'm gonna give a little bit more time and then I'll say it. But we're running out of time because I sincerely believe, I really do sincerely believe that on the 16th at 12 noon we're going to hear something. That's just my own opinion.
That's the day before the next Walking Titan clue is supposed to drop, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But that would be 256 hours after this whole thing started. Which would be 16 times 16, and not to put my tinfoil hat on here, which I obviously have it on. But it would be 256 hours. Would be the 16th at 12 noon. I think we're gonna find something out. That's just my own opinion, though.
Hopefully soon.
I hope so, man. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, me too. I want to see what they're doing, and if it's something that's gonna go beyond the actual game in my PlayStation, I don't know how much I'm gonna follow it. I think I'll probably lose interest at that point, but I'm curious. I'm curious to see what they do.
Well, what would that be, though?
Yeah, what do you
mean, you've got
this
something in mind. Oh, the
whole ARG with the clues and the Walking Titan stuff and all that. If it's gonna be a whole other thing that's not the PlayStation game that I've been playing, I don't think I'm gonna have much interest in that.
Oh no, I don't have any interest except for the fact that I think it points towards an update. That's the whole point. The whole thing I'm interested in is to see the next update.
I think that's the overall point of this. Is just to basically just get us hyped for what's to come.
Right.
So I mean, if they're like, this is something that took money to put together, So if they are doing this, if they are creating this much hype, knowing, I mean, they're no strangers to what this does to developers,
Hopefully they've learned their lesson.
Yes. So if they are voluntarily creating this much hype in the No Man's Sky community, then they have to be pretty confident in what they have right now.
There's no like, see, everybody that loves the game kind of gives Sean Murray a pass on the whole, because he kind of seems innocent in his portrayal of, I don't know, he just seems like it was almost like somebody who gets caught up in a Ponzi scheme of hype,
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Ponzi scheme of hype. I like that.
and he just didn't know how to get out of it. That's kind of like what it seems like to me. And so everybody kind of gives him a pass, like, oh, okay, I can understand how that could happen. You just dug yourself a hole you couldn't get out of, But now you've learned your lesson. But now, if they have created this much hype after that, knowing that they didn't have anything to produce, it's over with, dude. It's over with. Like, the risk is so high right now, it's not even funny.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what they do. It's going to be interesting, and I hope it pays off. I really hope it pays off, because I love this game.
Yeah, I love this game fantastic. Too. I really do. I love finding new stuff. I love. It's just a game that you can play how you want to play it. I love it.
Yeah. Go where you want and do what you want.
Yeah, you go what you want, go where you want, do what you want. I can upgrade my ships. I can buy new ships. I can buy a new freighter. I don't have to do any of that. I can just concentrate on base building. I could not concentrate on base building. I could play survival. I could play permadeath. There's so much to do in this game, and you can do it how you want to do it. And no one's going to tell you how to play your game. There's no mechanic in the game besides the actual game mechanics that tell you how to play the game.
Yeah.
You know.
It's I don't know. It's not like any other games I've really ever played.
Right.
No other game has held my interest like this.
Somebody asked me why I played this the other day, and I told them I've been waiting for this game for like a decade. I've been waiting for somebody to make this game for at least a decade. I've always wanted to play a game like this, and now that I've got it, I'm not going to give it up for probably another decade. You know, I just don't see myself slowing down on this game any. There's AAA titles that are coming out now that don't intrigue me half as much as this game does.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I hate to do this to you.
Uh-oh.
Duty calls, though. I gotta get off here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Well, it's okay.
Busted.
You're a dad. And I'd like to tell everybody in the chat that I did wake up Boone to stream with me today. So I actually woke him up and said, "Hey, are you coming on my stream or what?" And he was like, "Oh, I fell asleep." So I was like, "No, you gotta wake up and come on my show, dude."
He did. It was pretty much a direct order. So it scared me into coming on here because I was kind of worried about the consequences if I didn't.
Which was absolutely nothing.
Well, either that or just lose. Right. Boone likes to perform his duties.
Yeah.
I also like to share my creative juices.
Wow.
To let them spread onto other streams.
Well, Boone, I love having you on my show. You know I do. You're one of like the only 5 people that's been to my base in No Man's Sky. I love that.
Everybody in the chat, get on that. Throw up a booster so they can point them in the right direction.
And it seems kind of like we're the dynamic duo of streamers. Although it's weird, it's weird. I spent all day yesterday just kind of hopping in and out of people's streams, and it was kind of a weird thing because I was looking at the streams as they were going up and down the YouTube listings, and I was like, dude, I'm on like 4 of these streams today. Just because
get around.
I like to hang out. Like I said, I'm kind of like the Carson Daly of No Man's Sky. It's weird.
There we go. You can compare yourself to someone better than that, though.
Not really. Not really. I'm not. A lot of people say I don't give myself enough credit, and I say I give myself too much credit. Way too much credit.
Well, I love you, Ice, and I appreciate you having me on, man. It's always a blast, you know that. Well, so, Mike, good talking to you, man. Finally.
Yeah.
Look forward to more of it in the future. Oh yeah, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you guys talking, including you, Roaster.
Yeah.
Telling me to pick my nose. I am as we speak.
Mr. Roaster.
Mr. Roaster.
Mr. Roaster, we see you. We see you, Mr. Roaster.
Yeah.
Right,
I don't even know why
guys.
you're here. This stream sucks so bad.
I know, right? All right, enjoy the rest of your night, guys.
All right, brother. See you later.
See ya.
I don't even know why Mr. Roaster is even here.
He wants attention. See, look at him. Can you talk to me?
Can you talk to me? Yeah.
Mr. Roaster.
What are you, like 6?
So bad for him.
Like
Mr. Roaster, what did you do today, Mr. Roaster? How's your life?
Wasn't roasting a fad like that ended like 7 or 8 years ago? Do people still do that?
I think Comedy Central still does them, but I haven't had cable in a long time. So
Yeah, me neither. I haven't had cable in a long time either. People freak out whenever they hear that you don't have cable. Like, what? You're like, yeah. What do you need it for, dude? I've got YouTube.
I think it's becoming more common that people don't have it. I think the freak out is dying off on that, but they used to.
Yeah, they look at you like a third eye coming out of your forehead.
Oh, what did you do without television pumped into your house all the time?
Right.
I don't watch TV, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, exactly. What you don't watch? So you didn't watch the game last night? No, but I watched the highlights. You know,
yeah,
whatever.
5 minutes, it was way better.
Yeah, way better than watching the game. I didn't have to waste a bunch of time.
Banana
I can.
Republic.
Yeah, go ahead. Banana Republic
I
said
was gonna
what?
say Banana Republic in the chat says NMS should get better in the future, as far as I know. Banana Republic, what do you know about how better it should get? I'm curious.
Well, I mean, look at his name. It's Banana Republic. Maybe they're going to add some sort of faction system, and then you can really run a Banana Republic.
There you go. Could be some offshoot of the Gek.
Right. You could be like my No Man's, or not my No Man's Sky series, my Tropico series, where I had a character I called El Presidente.
Nice.
That was kind
Tropico's
of
a fun one to watch.
no.
Playing that.
Much. I like playing it much better than I like streaming it.
Yeah.
Just because I made a funny character and tried to play it, and it's really hard to keep that up whenever you're live streaming.
Oh yeah, like playing in character.
Yeah, playing in character while in a live stream. Yeah, it's super hard.
Yeah,
like I was El Presidente, and everything had to be said like El Presidente. Let me start this corn farm. You know, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
It was really stupid.
That's rough on yourself.
Yeah, it's. I do really nonsensical things sometimes, and sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't.
I thought about trying some series like that when I started the gaming channel. I'd seen other people do it, and I thought I could maybe do that, but nah, I think it's too much. That's
Well,
I don't know. It seems like a lot of effort for the same payoff you'd get if you did it in your normal voice anyway.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. It's like way too much effort
It
for.
doesn't increase the outcome. Yeah.
No, it doesn't at all. It now, granted, when I watch it back after I get done cringing, I think it's funny, right? Yeah. But no one else is gonna think it's funny. Just me, because I've got a weird sense of humor like that. Oh man, what else? Banana Republic says he's fine with it. Mr. Roaster says gay. You're weird. Yeah. I'll agree with both those things.
Conversation there, Mr. Roaster.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah. That's good.
Tributing.
Like I said, I haven't had to deal with a whole lot of these guys, and I think you're right. You're correct. You just kind of ignore them, and then they go away, type of thing. Possibly. I like
asking earlier if you had any mods though. Do you have any chat mods?
I do not have any chat mods, and
it's really easy just to boot them out of there.
I don't have any chat mods. I will though, and I thank you for asking me that live on YouTube, because I could have pretended I had chat mods and like threatened them a little bit. You know, you keep that up, Mr. Roaster, and I'm going to kick you out. But now my cover's blown. So I kind of like Mr. Roaster though. I hope he sticks around.
Hey, he's boosting your comment count for sure.
He sure is.
It's all good. It's all interactions on the stream.
Right.
I mean, if you're okay with him saying that stuff in the chat, that's it's just gonna increase your stats overall.
I mean, when people watch this later, they're not going to see what he wrote unless I say it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So and Mr. Roaster, compared to a lot of the trolls, he's actually kind of funny. Like, a lot of the trolls aren't even funny.
At least he's got a shtick, you know? He's got a shtick.
Exactly. He's the roaster. He's got a thing. You know, that's his thing, is roasting people. So I have a feeling that no matter... You know what I'm going to do in the thumbnail? I'm going to put Iceman Third ID, Gaming Mike, Bo0nd0ck Games, and Mr. Roaster. And then I'll never be able to get rid of them.
There you go.
I'll never
be your bestest new viewer. And watch you all the time.
All the time. It'd be great. It'll be awesome.
Oh man.
Everybody who's not a troll gets kicked out of the party chat. That'd be good.
A troll stream.
Just
for trolls.
Straight troll stream. Nothing but trolls. God, that'd be so horrible. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh, you'll need it. It makes me cringe a little bit just thinking about it.
Just thinking about it? Like,
Mr. Roaster's not that bad. Mr. Roaster's not that bad. I'm thinking of I'm picturing trolls of streams past.
Yeah, like trolls for real.
Encountered.
Yeah, like for real trolls. It would turn into WWE really quick.
Yeah.
It just, I would turn into like Ric Flair. Just, woo! Yeah, just, you're jealous of me because I got a YouTube channel? Well, why don't you grow up, be a man, and get your own YouTube channel? Woo! You're not Iceman Third ID. I am. I'm a ladies' man. You know, just, it would turn stupid.
There you go.
It would turn really stupid really quick.
Banana Republic's resorted to replying to his own comments.
I'm so sorry, Banana Republic. And that's another thing I don't do well without a co-host is pay attention to comments.
The commenters. Yeah, it's tough to keep up sometimes, especially when you get zoned into the game, right? And it's like you have to remind yourself to be glancing over there. You
do, especially when you have a co-host. Game Fox, you're new to the channel. I've never seen you before. How's it going?
Welcome, Game Fox.
I've been seeing a lot of new people in the streams, and that's awesome. All of you are welcome to the family. Even the roaster is welcome to the family. That's fine. You're all part of Team Iceman.
The one good thing about the hype is it has generated some new interest in the game, and some new eyeballs are looking at the game and taking a look at it, seeing what it's about.
Right. And
that's nice to see.
And here I am doing.
End up liking it.
Here I am doing the most boring thing in the game to showcase it.
Mining that emerald.
Mining emerald.
You should see what I'm doing right now. I've been doing this thing in creative mode. I was scanning a planet. I was trying to find all the animals on the list. I'm down to the last 2 animals. I've already found 3 water types. No, I found 3 cave types. There's no real bodies of water on this planet, so I've been tunneling through at the bedrock level, seeing if I can come across any, like, small hidden lakes or find this animal by tunneling through the planet. So I've been doing it all off stream.
So you've been tunneling through the planet looking for what, like?
Oh. The last 2 animals. I just stop periodically and scan for animals up above and look for any red dots.
Got you. Okay, that's smart. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
It was the only way I was gonna find. It's the easiest way to find all the cave animals because they're just like, I don't know, 5 feet above my head really at this level. So they appear as green dots. So if it is a cave animal, I'll see a red dot eventually. And then I figure if there is any water, I might come across it this way. Because flying around the planet wasn't getting me anywhere.
No, that's see, and that's the type of thing you don't want to put on a stream because now you've got to work twice as hard to entertain everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I have been recording all the footage, and I'm gonna time lapse it, and I'm gonna see if I can get back to my ship with this tunnel if I have to.
No,
if I don't find these animals, I'll go all the way across the planet.
Are you trying to get the zoology achievement?
Yes. In creative mode, I want that warp drive, and I'm so damn stubborn. I don't want to leave this planet without all these animals, even though I probably could have cleared 3 other planets in the time I've been doing this.
See, and that's my problem. Is I'm the same exact way. I mean, I just.
Yeah. It's going to be a sweet time lapse, though.
It's so frustrating leaving a planet with 1 animal left.
Yeah, I hate it.
It just irks you. It's like if I would have stayed 5 more minutes, I would have seen it. You know, you never know. Yeah. And then now you've got to start a whole new planet. And you don't know if the same thing's going to happen on that planet. So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation. Oh, yeah, it's horrible.
I try to go for planets with like a 6-animal list if I can, but I don't know. You can't always be so choosy.
No, you cannot, especially with a game as big as this. Yeah. And I have a feeling like, have you ever heard the theory? I mean, it's not really a theory. I mean, it's fact. But have you ever heard the sort of theory? But have you ever heard the theory of multiple infinities?
I don't think that I have.
I think Vsauce did a video about it, and a couple other people, like mathematician channels that I'm subscribed to for nerdy reasons, have done videos on it. Like, there's different levels of infinity, right? And so No Man's Sky represents this like paradoxical experience where you're in a universe that's functionally infinite, right? We know it's got 18 quintillion planets and it's got a specific number of planets, but functionally it's infinite. We'll never be able to discover all this stuff. Well, they keep on adding to this infinite universe and making it more infinite. If that makes sense? Like,
you can add to infinity.
Right, they keep on adding things to do in it, and everything they add adds a new level of complexity to an already infinite universe. And
Yeah.
it's almost mind-boggling the amount of stuff there is to do in this game.
It's a hard one to wrap your mind around.
So when you're on that planet and you're looking for that last animal, and the prospect of going to a new planet to start all over again, or staying and finding the last animal, it's a hard choice. It's not easy.
Yeah. Who knows
You
what's
like
out
how
there?
you like how I brought that back around?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Good segue.
Thank you. So, I'm
The chat has decided that you should go fight a sandworm, dinosaur, diplo, space whale. In the meantime,
really.
that's where the conversation has gone in there. I just looked.
Has my theory picked up any? Well, I'm not at liberty to talk about that, but sorta. So yeah, I actually have fought a space whale. No, I haven't. I haven't fought a space whale. I wish I could find a space whale. So, you know what? One of the modders actually made a mod for space whales.
Nice.
So that's
hilarious.
you can see space whales, but you have to mod No Man's Sky to see them. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And they're like as big as freighters, and they look like giant squid, and less like whales. So I take that for what it's worth.
Yeah.
I would fight a flying diplo, though. Oh, we were talking about that earlier. I don't even think we were streaming. I think we were just talking about how cool it would be. I think we were just hanging out, and we were talking about how cool it would be if in the next update they put in zoology, like actual zoology, like not just finding animals, like being like some sort of animal botanist or cataloger, like you're some sort of Darwinist, but actually being able to take animals, like copy their DNA, like their encode DNA, bring them back to your base and reproduce them, like 3D print them at your base. Like maybe it could take some carbon and maybe some iridium or something, and 3D print an animal at your base, and then you could breed the animals and see what kind of weird combinations you could come up with. Because the other day on one of my streams, I saw this buffalo thing that was a cyclops, and if you mated that with like a diplo, you'd have. Or even a flying creature, you'd have like a flying buffalo cyclops. That'd be so weird. It'd be cool though. Like I would turn my planet into like Dr. Moreau's island. It'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be like a freak show.
Weird creatures all over the place.
Dude, it'd be such a freak show on my planet. It wouldn't even be funny. Because I would only keep like the weirdest things. Like I could see, like I'm pretty sure that I'm one of the only people in this game that has seen a beetle. I've actually seen a beetle. And it was like a I don't know, a Foot Locker sized beetle, right? And if I crossed a cyclops with a beetle, could you imagine a beetle with like just one big eye in front? Dude, it'd be hideous, and make it real fast, you know, like, and then you could do it generationally.
Crab sound.
Yeah, with the crab sound, and you could do it generationally. So, okay, now I've got this crop of beetles. Now I'm going to mate it with like some sheep over here, and now I've got woolly beetle cyclopses running around. It'd be insane. I wouldn't be able to quit.
Awesome.
Oh, what are you talking?
That'd be a whole mode that people would play just that. People would play just that way. They just play farmer in No Man's Sky.
That's all they would do. That's all I would do. The only reason I would go to another planet is to find something else to breed.
Yeah. And then you could go around collecting them from different planets. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Dude, it would be so sick, man. I really hope that they, which I know they won't. This is like, and now we're talking about this, but this is like, I mean, what do you think the odds are of them putting something like that in the game? Like zero?
I don't know. You'd have to get all the whiners to whine about it for months and months.
Right.
And then they would need time in between their two big ideas that they're throwing out updates that stick it in there, and you'd have to luck out with the timing.
Exactly. You know, I mean, you've got all these hurdles to go through. I think it pretty much it's never going to exist anywhere but my own head. I would put something in there. Could you? Okay. Now, let's say you've got generational. So far you've taken a tour of my brain. you're inside my brain right now, right? This is where I live most of the time, and I don't let everybody in here, but you're gaming Mike, so you're allowed.
Stop.
So let's say that I've got generations. Like let's say I've worked 1,000 hours on my zoology, and I'm into like the 200 generation mark on my animals that I'm working on, and you create something that looks human, but it's got like a beak on it. That would be, and they're just and they're just grazing. Like they're
walking around.
Yeah, they're just walking around grazing, and then you could name them like George and Melissa.
You start breeding NPCs for the game,
dude. That'd be awesome. That would be. It would be disturbing and awesome. I would love it.
Yeah, but okay. Here on top of this, you can take these animals you create, take them to another planet, and seed them on that planet, and maybe they have a chance of surviving and thriving there. Like, you'd want to be able to pick the right biome for them to survive in, but then you can go just like toss them down onto a planet and they become part of that planet, so other people can come along randomly to this planet. I mean, they'd see it was just these weird
humanoid looking things with like tentacles coming out of their faces.
That'd be awesome.
That would be so sweet, dude.
Surprise, here's George.
You seed your own civilization that looks like some sort of mutant.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
That'd be great.
I would never quit playing this game ever.
Oh yeah.
And that would really be like, what was that game where you actually did that?
No, I was thinking of
Spore.
Spore.
That's it. Yes.
I never played that one. I always wanted to.
I've never played it either, but I heard it was awesome.
Yeah.
And if this thing had like Spore-like qualities, dude, that would be great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, or you could even train them. Could you imagine training like you could train Steve or George or Melissa to go out and like gather carbon for you, and you just see him running around.
Fight sentinels.
Go fight sentinels, and so now you've got this army of Georges and Melissas just running around fighting sentinels. That'd be crazy, and you're running them over in your rover as you traverse the planet.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, that'd be wonderful.
An
army of Melissas says,
exactly.
Lol, no sir. Game Fox says Pokemon.
Pokemon, exactly. Yeah, it'd be just like Pokemon, except much more creepy.
Gotta breed them all.
Yeah.
Create them all from scratch. Give them a Geknip beak and a Viking tentacle.
You know that Hello Games though, they would have to put like some sort of mechanic in the game to where you could report like offensive creations.
Yeah.
Because somebody's gonna make something. Like one of those banana creatures, not banana creatures. One of those pineapple creatures. I can already think of something right now that I would name Dolly Parton. That would not go over
those
well.
Creatures you see with the weird tentacle mouths coming out of their neck.
You know what I mean? It was just.
It's just asking for trouble.
Just asking for trouble. Like, I got reported for hentai. I don't know how that happened. This channel goes in some weird places sometimes. Were you watching? Man. Were you watching the stream when? What was that dude's name? Larry from Mississippi dropped in.
No, I don't think I saw that one.
I think it was episode 23. I think it was two different episodes. Anyway, it was one of those where I naively welcomed visitors, welcomed anybody who wanted to drop in. And so this dude sent me a friend request, and his name was Larry, and I brought him on the show, and he just started dropping like F-bombs left and right. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, dude.
See, that's why I don't do that. That's why that's a ballsy move to just let anybody come on when you're live streaming like that, because you never know.
Yeah, you never do know.
Sometimes it's just somebody that wants to do that. They just want to get on there and be loud and obnoxious for as long as they can get away with it.
Exactly. And so...
Weird mentality.
And I had one of the friends of one of the Reddit mods on my show at the time. His first time on the show. And I'm just sitting here embarrassed, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, dude. What is going on right now?
Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, it was one of those moments where, hey, I naively let this guy on the show. I apologize, that type of thing. It was fun though. It was funny. Everybody got a kick out of it in the comments, so whatever.
That's good. Yeah.
I'm
as long as nobody got hurt.
No, nobody got hurt except for my pride and my pastor, who's a subscriber to my channel. But whatever.
Yeah.
That's a true story. I'm not even making that one up.
I believe it.
Yeah. So he's keeping me on the straight and narrow in my streams.
I've always been pretty choosy about. Like I vet people before I'll let them on in a party chat when I'm live streaming.
That's not a bad idea. And I've kind of started doing that. Like I almost didn't let you on. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know who you are.
That's one thing the Geknip Gang has been really good for is we get to it's a good way to get to know the people that are coming by the stream chats when they join in.
Yes.
The people that want to keep chatting, they'll join us in the Discord and we get to know them that way, and it's like you can get a sense of who's not going to be a volatile guest,
Right. And you can kind of pre-qualify your applicants, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice filtration system.
Right. Now, tell me a little bit about the Geknip Gang. And I apologize for my ignorance about the Geknip Gang. I know a lot of
origin story.
Here's the thing: is I know a bunch of people that are actually associated with the Geknip Gang without knowing anything about it. So, and for the listeners,
that association that is pretty much it. But sorry, go ahead.
Well, for the listeners, just tell them what the Geknip Gang is.
Yeah, we started out, a lot of us in the Geknip Gang, we started out streaming with No Man's Sky, and that's how a lot of us met, was through seeing each other's streams. We were all looking at other streams and streaming when the game came out, and there was a lot of enthusiasm for it, and we were all learning about the game together, and we'd be in each other's stream chats chatting away, but then, Streamer X has to stop streaming. And it's like, oh, shit, we were having such a good conversation, where did it go? And it was kind of a bummer.
Right.
When the streams would be over and not everybody was done chatting. So we found out about Discord. A lot of streamers use Discord. I had never heard of it before, but I started using it. Some of the other guys were using it, and then I went ahead and put up the Discord server for the Geknip Gang, and we just started doing it that way and kind of convening in there. And the term Geknip Gang came from...
Geknip, I suppose.
Yeah, well, we had gotten into the habit of calling each other Geknippers. That just kind of grew out of the No Man's Sky experience. We called each other Geknippers for a while.
Now,
and
was that
time in his stream?
Was that after the Pathfinder update?
No, this is all pre-updates. This is in the
so
early days.
this is really from the lore of the game, like actual Geknip before Geknip was Geknip.
Actually, we looked it up the other day. The stream was on September 22nd when we coined the term, so it was barely a month after release. Or wait,
really?
Did this release beginning of August or end of August? I forget.
So really, they put... now, I don't want you to be grandiose here, and but they could have put that in the game just as kind of like a tip of the hat.
Oh, the Geknip Gang? Well, get incorporated into the game? That'd be hilarious.
No, the Geknip is in the game. You can grow it.
Right.
It's weed.
Oh, you think that might have been you think the Nip edition might have been a tip of the hat?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that is the one plant they added, isn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. That'd be quite an honor. But no, I don't think that's what it is.
You don't think that's what it is?
But now you got me thinking about it.
I mean, I don't know why not.
I did. I can't say that that's not why they put it in the game.
There you go. So,
can't say that it's not.
Confirmed. You heard it here first, folks. What's going on in the chat? I don't even know. Faction that smuggles Nip around the galaxy. Yes. No, sir. Blue Nip is the purest of the pure.
Talking about the purest kinds of nip.
The purest kinds of nip. Exactly. Let me see. No rare. Now we're just talking about different kinds of nip. Is there? Yeah. All right. Whatever. So.
So that's how it started. We were talking in chats, and then the term Geknip Gang was coined one time in chat. That's how it got its name. And then we made the Discord after that at some point. But yeah, and it's just grown from there. Like, we've got a lot of streamers and viewers that come by, you know, spread the Geknip Gang love.
And just hang out. Are you guys at all organized, or are you just like a bunch of unorganized hippies?
It is a leaderless movement.
It's truly like a commune.
Yeah. I mean, we're all figuring out how to stream. We're figuring out what works for our streams. We're figuring out what people like to watch, you know, what the viewers like, and we're kind of just, I don't know, finding a vibe. And it's funny because when I stream on YouTube, do you ever check your demographics?
Yeah. No, yeah, I do. I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
My demographics are mainly dudes my age.
Me too. I'm the same.
Yeah. I'm right in between those two demographics, sitting at 34 years old. And so my two biggest demographics are always the 25 to 34 and 34 to, 40-something.
It's weird. My main demographic is 70-year-old women. What's with that? I'm just kidding.
You must love it.
No.
Yeah, but it's funny. So I don't know, we all seem to kind of like the same vibe in our streams, where it's nice, it's relaxed. We're not like, I don't know, there's other YouTube streamers out there that are much more excitable and much more vigorous with their streaming and much more...
Where are those guys at?
Enthusiastic, because I'm plenty enthusiastic about the games
I
play.
Sure.
But they're,
where are those?
About your guys like Markiplier and PewDiePie and...
Oh, yeah, those guys.
There's this kid Preston plays that does Minecraft streams.
Or like that Irish guy that yells... The Irish guy that yells through his whole stream?
Jacksepticeye?
Yeah, Jacksepticeye. Yep. Flurb,
some of those guys, yeah.
My co-host sometimes. He the reason I say sometimes because he used to be my co-host in every single thing I did for a farming simulator, and lately he's been missing in action. So now I call him my co-host sometimes because now he's got a girlfriend and he can't be on my show all the time.
Oh, he got the girlfriend,
right? And now he's whipped. Anyway, I hope he's in here right now listening.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
So anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say. I just got onto that and I just kind of roasted my. Yeah. No, he loves Jacksepticeye. Like he can't get enough of him. Okay. Like he's watched everything Jacksepticeye's ever done. He loves it. Yeah.
And I mean, we're talking about some of the biggest streamers on YouTube, and obviously what they're doing works, but that's not really. I don't know. That's not really the kind of stream you see a lot with a lot of the Geknip Gang streamers.
Well,
the term chill stream gets thrown around a lot.
Chill stream? Yeah, I got a buddy of mine that calls me a super casual. That's what he calls me.
Super casual.
It's like
that.
Like I'm one of the most extreme casuals out there.
Nice.
So there's that.
See, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's the kind of stream I like to watch. That's the kind of stream I like to put on. And it seems to be the general vibe that everybody, at least the people that are gravitating around that, the people that are starting to watch the Geknip Gang streams regularly, they seem to enjoy that too. So I'm good to keep it going that way, you know.
What I've found about the streams on No Man's Sky that I like to watch are there's a few things that make a successful stream for me, right? They have got to engage their audience, right?
Yeah.
They've got to talk. Like you said, one of the main rules in broadcasting is what? Don't stop talking.
No dead air.
No dead air. So if you're going to be streaming, be talking, right? Or you know, you've got Archie What's It. He plays music, and that's cool.
That works.
That works. You know, he doesn't have any dead air. Like when you were in radio, you had music filling the dead spaces, right?
Yeah, I mean, and we only had to go for. Well, I did like an afternoon chat show too, is where I got a lot of my practice. But I did a few shows where it was music, and all you're really doing is introducing a song, and chatting a little bit in between songs. But
I kind of feel like we're the Rush Limbaughs or the Sean Hannitys or the Howard Sterns or of the gaming industry right now.
Streaming's big. Streaming is huge right now. Streaming gets more views than streaming video games gets more views than streaming TV shows does these days.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, no wonder.
I saw stats. I forget that it was like more than Hulu and Netflix and HBO combined or something.
That's insanity. Like, that's why I think they put PewDiePie on a pole and roasted him.
Yeah,
just because of that.
Somebody had to get roasted.
Right.
Oh, is Mr. Roaster still here?
Is Mr. Roaster still here? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Where were you when we needed you, Mr. Roaster? You could have been roasting PewDiePie this whole time.
Seriously.
PewDiePie is probably one of those people
man, that guy.
who doesn't really care.
I mean, how could you when you're making that many millions a year off of YouTube? How could you really give a shit?
I don't know, man. Like,
what is he? He loses like $2 million a year in revenue. How big of a hit is that when you're at tens of millions? It doesn't seem like it's that big.
It seems like you saved a little bit on your taxes at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Really. One of the weird things that happens when, and I didn't realize that this would happen when I started, my channel started getting a little bit bigger, is that you start finding out weird things about yourself that you never realized, right? Like, well, like that you're a failure.
A failure at what, Iceman?
Well,
how have you failed?
Like, for instance, there's a website out there that grades YouTube channels, right?
Oh,
it's
really?
Yeah, I just ran into it. I ran into it because I looked up my own channel on Google, right, to see what the internet was interneting about me. And I come up with this channel or this website that's based out of like Croatia or some nonsense, and all it does is rate other people's YouTube channels and their earnings potential throughout the lifetime of their channel, right? And yeah, and so I'm looking at my own channel, and they gave me like a C, and I'm just like, oh, come on, dude, really, a C? So you learn, and then there's some Russians that are ripping off my vids, so that's good.
Oh dang!
And there's more people.
How did you find that? How did you find your own vids on another channel?
I like I said, I googled my username on YouTube, and all these websites popped up with my videos on it.
Wow!
Have you ever done that before?
No. I try not to Google myself too much.
Well, maybe that was just my narcissistic bone. You know, maybe that's all it was. Maybe it was just a little narcissistic itch that I had. And usually I'm not that guy, but I just wanted to see, like, okay, this is my one time a year where I'm gonna itch my narcissistic itch, and I did it, and I was really not happy about it. Have you ever read like your wife's diary?
Well, I never had a wife, so no. But
no. Okay.
I get what you mean.
Right. Like, just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Now.
See, yeah, you've got me curious. I'm actually Googling myself right now.
Are you? See?
Well, it's all my own stuff on the first page of results, so that's good. Oh,
that's
somebody
good.
plays Smite that's called Gaming Mike, but it's not. Oh, wait. That actually might be me from when I played Smite. I haven't played Smite in years.
So,
some website for Smite rankings. I think it's just got me on there.
So if my channel was monetized, which it's not, I don't even have ads on my channel. But if it was monetized, according to this website, I would be making anywhere from $10 to $154 a year annually. I'm rich.
Okay.
I'm rich. You know.
Yeah, see, I monetize my site, but it's nothing. I mean, I'm not about to quit my day job or anything, you know? No. Now, eventually I would like to, because I think the YouTube search algorithm, it prefers you to be monetized, because that's how they make money. Hey, Cobra TV in the chat, by the way.
What? Cobra TV's in the chat.
Cobra.
Perk. What's up, man?
He's on the work and lurk.
He's on the work and lurk? Oh, man. He's on the work and lurk. Well, man, I've never had Cobra in my channel. So thanks, Cobra, for coming on the channel. That's crazy. We're here with Gaming Mike, just hanging, chilling out, just talking about No Man's Sky and stuff. That's it. That's all we're doing.
I was on Cobra TV a few months ago. Me and some buddies jumped through. We all met up on a planet. We weren't the first to do it, but it I don't know. It generated some attention. People have mentioned it before. But then we did a group jump. Our buddy streamed all 5 of us jumping at the same time, and we synced it up, so we all jumped through at the same time.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's cool. That's really cool. You know what? Me and Boone did something like that, similar. We went to Cobra's planet at the same time. A lot of people wanting to see that, and it was really fun, actually. So,
That's
cool.
what gets me about this game is people will criticize it because you can't see other players, but then when you get a few people together and do something at the same time, people seem to really love it. So it's like, what exactly are we missing by not having character sprites? What exactly are we missing?
Right, like nothing. Well, if you really think about it,
multiplayer in, and I'm like, well, this game's been multiplayer since it was released. So what do you mean put multiplayer in? Oh, you want to shoot each other? I mean,
that's it. That's all it is.
Yeah. We just want to shoot each other.
They just want to shoot each other.
When they say make it multiplayer, they mean let me shoot people.
I want to see what I look like.
That game has been made so many times already. Why do we need another game where you can shoot each other?
It's like, well, if you want to see what you look like, man, just look in the mirror and have a nice day. You know.
Yeah. Picture you in a space.
Although I will say this is that I think my character only has one hand.
Why is that?
Have you ever seen his left hand?
Multi-tool? Nope.
Exactly.
I've never seen his right hand either.
Well, that's true. Maybe I've got a multi-tool just sticking out of my chest. Yeah. That'd be odd.
Maybe we don't even have arms.
We probably don't. Knowing
we could
Sean.
be the blobby globs that hop around the planets. We could just be one of those.
Oh, and I could be covered in eyeballs? Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Or little flowers.
Oh, I would be the guy that would be getting stuck with little flowers. Although, I will say this about the whole... I've got a theory about the whole... Our character models thing. I think that if they were to do something like that, how Hello Games would do that. How do you know you have a chest? I don't know I have a chest, I guess. Well, let me look down. Nope, no chest. If No Man's Sky, if the Hello Games were to put character models in the game, you know how they would do it, right? Like they do everything else. It would be procedural.
Which is? Yeah, you think so?
Wherever you're born at, that's what you look like. It would be
awesome.
It would be in the code. Everybody would look different. Everybody would have a procedural look to them, and you wouldn't know what you. It would be literally like Sean Murray said. You wouldn't know what you looked like until you met another player, and they described it to you.
Yeah. Oh wow, that would be awesome.
It would be awesome. That'd be great. It'd be great fun.
That's the first argument for character sprites I've heard that I like.
Well, you heard it first here, people. He likes me. What is it? We are an old, small, deep voice midget man? I don't even know what that means,
like
dude.
Gimli.
Oh.
Like Gimli.
My charter has a pig leg. Oh, like Gimli? Then I'm a space deer. Man kitty. Oh, ma kitty. Man kitty? Oh, I just called you man kitty. I'm so sorry. Kitty says that she's a space deer. I'm assuming you're a she. I'm not sure. You could be a he and a space kitty. I don't judge.
That sounds like a girl's name.
I'm not judging.
Ma kitty Tasha.
Yeah, see, that's how you fall into the trap, though.
Welcome to it.
Yep. Dude, I thought I was on your show for a second.
I know.
It's totally crazy.
It's his habit.
No,
I
yeah.
see somebody pop up in chat and I say that to him.
Yeah, I know.
That exact thing.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's nuts. I love it.
It's funny how you get into a groove like that, though. You'll start coming up with just like, you know, I don't want to. Is it a catchphrase? It's not quite a catchphrase. Just like a standardized greeting, I guess.
There you go. Look,
I should change it up more.
I've got a comm ball that says hello stream. Andy, what's his name? Krychek, Andy something. Put that on there. Anyway.
That's funny.
Yeah,
hello
awesome.
stream's a good message for one of those.
It is. It is. I'm getting bored of this, though. I really am. I think we need to get into a space battle because this is really starting to bore me.
Fight?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think so. I'm almost full in this holler.
Show us your nanite run technique.
I will. Let's do that. That sounds fun. That sounds a whole lot funner than farming. A whole lot funner. Funner's not a word, by the way, people. But you didn't come here for an English lesson, I'm pretty sure. And if you did...
You didn't come here to get gooder at English.
Nope. You're not getting gooder at English on this channel, I can tell you that. I'm from Alabama. Nobody gets gooder at English in Alabama.
Right. Nice freighter. Just watching the stream about, what, probably 10 seconds behind?
Yeah, something like that. Thank you. I appreciate the nice freighter comment. Cobra says that Kitty is his subscriber. and she's his. So now we're fighting over Kitty
just
now.
Guessing at genders over here. We were just
Yeah,
guessing at genders.
we were guessing at genders.
Beef,
Gender.
Cobra.
You've heard of black hole roulette? Well, we've got gender roulette.
There you go.
Okay,
asymmetrical, orthogonal. Could be any of them.
It could be any of them. Okay, so here we go. We've got. Here's my F-16 of fighters. Right, it's the Ultimate Colt face for Colt C.
Nice.
Who is I think one of your subscribers too, and then I've got the Star Chaser back here, which is named, and I'm going to keep on saying this until somebody knows what I'm talking about. It's named after a song from one of my favorite bands, Dragon Force. Have you ever heard of Dragon Force?
I have.
You have? Have you ever heard the song Star Chaser?
Ooh, I don't know if I've heard that. I'm not real familiar with them. They had what were they in? Guitar Hero or Rock Band?
I have no idea. I've listened
I think
to.
They were in one of the Guitar Hero games.
Were they?
And that's how I know them.
I'm sure that it was like the hardest one, but this one.
It was, yeah.
This one's only 28 slots, and I have like no room for cargo in this one, and it's called Star Chaser, and my cyclotron ballista damage sigma is broken. So I think we're gonna take the F-16 called Ultimate Colt Face.
Nice.
After one of my subs. All right, here we go. First things first. I gotta check to see if I've got any warp cells. No, which means I gotta turn around because I'm an idiot. Oh, and on top of that, we need to go get into my Explorer anyway because I don't have a Theta on this thing. So I'm jumping the gun already. So what we'll do is here's the modus operandi for pirate raids, okay, guys? If you're going to do a pirate raid, this is how to do it. You get into a system with a black hole. That's key number one. Because when you're planning an operation where you're the aggressor, you always have to have an exfil strategy. Always remember that. Always have an exfil strategy, just like a Ponzi scheme.
Like a procedurally generated Ponzi scheme.
Right. So, ooh, that's a nice fighter right there. What does the nose of it look like, though? Does it look ugly? Ooh, that's a nice fighter.
Oh, yeah, I just saw it.
Dude.
From behind. I haven't seen the nose yet.
That's pretty cool. Anyway, all right, that's always going to be here, so I'm not too concerned about it. We're going to get in the Nerf Herder. The Nerf Herder is my Explorer, and we've got one more warp cell, so we're going to warp to a black hole, and we won't even need a warp cell to get back because we'll use the black hole to warp somewhere random in the galaxy, and then we'll use the terminus to get back to our home base, which is where we're at right now. So it's a cycle of life and death and piracy, and that's how the world works. Them's the birds and the bees, folks. And that's how that goes. Okay. So you go to your galactic map, and if you've completed the Atlas path, if you haven't completed the Atlas path, it's going to be a whole lot harder because you're going to have to go to a space anomaly and ask Nada where a black hole is. And once she tells you where a black hole is, then you're going to have to get there. But if you've completed the Atlas path like me, because I'm cool, then you're going to be able to see black holes in your system. They're going to have this little black triangle around the star, right? And now I've got people actually coming in and chiming in. So you go to the black hole. This one's called Smuggler's Exodus, which is named by Young Strizzle on December 5th, 2016. We're going to go here.
That's a great system name.
It is a great system name. That's which is one of my favorite black holes to go to in this system because all the other black holes are named I've got worms. By guess who? I've got worms.
Yeah, I got worms.
Yeah.
That guy. He's just so everywhere.
He is everywhere. And he just all he did when he came to the hub was just find all the black holes nearby and name them I've got worms. So this is the Smuggler's Exodus system. We've got a black hole. So now what we're going to do, and this is easier if you have a freighter, right? So we're going to call our freighter in. And then we're going to get into our fighter. And then we're going to start picking on the little guy. the defenseless guys, we're going to be the aggressor finally. We're going to be the butt nugget of the galaxy finally. It's not the Sentinels. It's not the pirates. You're the pirate. So
It's the traveler.
exactly. So this is where the game gets like, okay, we're flipping the script now. I'm going to be the pirate. I'm going to be the aggressor. I'm going to give everybody else a bad day. That's how this works.
See, and I've only recently gotten into the space fighting in this game. For as long as I played it, it took me a while to really dig into it, but I'm starting to really, really love it.
It's fun.
I haven't done it. I haven't done one of these nanite runs yet, but I'm gonna need to eventually in my permadeath, just to get the money, and the nanites that I need.
Right. Okay. Now, and you need a lot of nanites if you're going to get all the upgrades. If you're going to buy all the upgrades, I'd say 10 to 15,000 nanites is going to be a good range for you to look at. Okay, so now we've got a convoy. It's next to a black hole. Now we're set. You see, we've got a black hole right here. We've got a convoy right here, and we've got. Well, I just lost the convoy because I'm a dummy. All right, there we go. So what you want to do first, right? Is you want to pick on the smaller stuff because you're going to get a wanted level right away. As soon as you start shooting stuff, you're going to get a wanted level. Okay? But you're only going to keep a 1-star wanted level as long as you just shoot these things. You'll only have one sentinel chasing you, one sentinel fighter chasing you, and you can deal with that all day long as long as you make sure you've got titanium on you to recharge your shields, which I don't right now, unfortunately. So I'm gonna find one. Some of them do. So I'm gonna find one that's got titanium. I'm gonna start with that one. See, there's one with nanites right there. There's one with nanites. So we're gonna start with one that's got titanium, and then we'll be able to recharge our shields. We're not going to engage the fighter, and we're just gonna stay on the small pods, and none of those freighters will shoot at you. There we go, right there, titanium. Boom. This is gonna give us 3 pods of titanium. It should give us 3 pods anyway.
Those cyclotron ballistas too. Nice.
Yes. Like I said, this is my F-16. Whoops. And as long as you don't shoot that thing, you're good. You only keep 1 star, and it's just one little sentinel chasing you.
Yeah.
And you can just just rack up with stuff. Oh, there's some titanium there.
I wonder if they're going to change this behavior at all in the next update too.
Oh.
There's a lot of talk of a combat update being.
I'm sure.
Elements being involved.
I'm sure I'm exploiting the nonsense out of this system right now.
Yeah. It's the kind of thing that.
I have no.
You doing this, we're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, you're gonna ruin it for everybody, Iceman. I know.
That's how it goes, though. You just got to do it while it's available, and when they change it, then you got to
Right.
figure out what else it is.
One bad apple spoils the whole bunch. That's me. I'm a rebel. So look at that. I just got 54 nanites out of one of these pods, and I've only got that one sentinel chasing me. Now we're gonna recharge the shields. And I've got a fair amount of iron.
How much? How many shield upgrades do you have built on this thing?
All of them.
Okay.
So I can pretty much just ignore this guy, really.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to gauge how effective the one sentinel would be in permadeath mode with not all the upgrades.
Ah, now there's a question. If you did this in permadeath mode, you would have huge cojones. Bigger than mine, I guarantee that. And I will say this, is that you're much better at permadeath than I am. Like, Thursday I'm doing a permadeath live stream for my birthday, because that's what you do on your birthday, is die. So, 1 year at a time. Now, I didn't get anything out of that one. That stinks. So I figured it was fitting. It's a fitting theme for my birthday, is permadeath. Yeah. I'm almost 40.
Yeah,
well,
that'd be a good celebration.
Maybe we can find a ship. You know what would be cool is if they had black ships, and then I could name it like the Black Rose or something.
There you go.
I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I'm not 40 yet. Close.
One day at a time. One day at a time.
One day at a time. Alright. Got a little bit more thamium here.
Been getting the permadeath pirate fighting is just so much more exciting. Like, I hadn't really fought pirates since normal mode. Before survival came out, before permadeath came out, I used to fight the pirates in normal mode all day long, but it was never that exciting. And then I didn't for the longest time in permadeath, but I finally started to. And man,
when you're fighting pirates in permadeath, it's for keeps.
Yeah.
That's what makes it exciting. It's like, okay, well, if they kill me right here, they really kill me. Like, I have to restart the entire game. You know?
I am a Sphinx fighter.
Right. Like, it's really life or death in that situation. I'm giving myself goosebumps just talking about it right now. Maybe I'm being a little overdramatic. But as you can see, none of these freighters have engaged me. I've only got one sentinel on my back, and as long as I keep stocked with titanium, I'm good to go. I can do this indefinitely. And I can literally pick apart this entire convoy of ships one at a time at my leisure, as long as I keep stocked up with titanium. And it's great for nanites. That's how I got all these upgrades on my ship. Was through this method right here.
Yeah, that's the way to go. That's what I'm saying. By the time I get to doing this in permadeath, I think I'll probably have a couple more shield upgrades built, hopefully. Yeah, that's my idea. I want to build up the shields and probably get a weapon nice and effective.
I would be so scared to do this in permadeath mode, man. What episode are you on permadeath right now?
Let me see. I think 33. Yeah, I just did 33.
33 of question mark?
They've been mostly 1 hour streams, some of them longer, but that's at least 33 hours of permadeath.
So I haven't gotten past like hour 5 of permadeath.
Oh.
You know,
where do you get stuck? Where do you die usually?
Crabs.
The friggin'
Crabs. That's really in the most embarrassing way ever. Like,
they'll sneak up on you. They're little bastards. You gotta watch out for those.
No, they are. They're horrible.
Those are like one of the biggest threats before you get off the planet is watch out for cave crabs.
It's either crabs or pirates. I've only done 3 permadeath playthroughs, and I haven't done them all on my channel. You know, I've done some of them private just to kind of get used to it. Yeah. And it's either been crabs or pirates.
Huh.
Wouldn't it be crazy to find out that the pirates were actually crab creatures sitting in the ship? Like, they just don't leave you alone even when you're out in space?
Oh my god, I would hate them so much more.
You wouldn't you? No, get away from me.
Welcome to it.
Sab Jazz, what's up, man?
Gang. Saw the hashtag.
No, that's fine. Go ahead. Perfect. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I'm so glad that Cobra's in the show, dropping me, working and lurking. That's cool.
Yeah, good turnout.
Yeah.
People watching, don't forget to hit that like button for Iceman's nanite run, y'all.
Oh man, I totally forgot to say that. Pirates are Steve and Melissa's.
Steve's and Melissa's, yeah, you breed them up.
Yeah, you breed pirates.
Them up on your planet, then they go out in space and fight you.
And fight you, yeah. How dare you breed me like an animal? You will die, and give me your loot.
But yeah, that Sentinel ship doesn't even seem like it seems really ineffective. Like, it's only shooting you some of the time, and the rest of the time it's trying to catch up to you.
Right. Well, that, and I've also got... did you pre-order the game?
I did.
Okay, let me show you something real fast. I have 4 pulse engine modules. One of these, the photonics core, you get if you pre-ordered the game, I think.
Oh, right.
Or it was like a day 1 patch or something like that. And so it allows me to go, let's see how fast here, 434 units during battle.
Man, I had forgotten about that until just now. I have not used my bonus download since I started normal mode the first time. I haven't used it in survival or permadeath.
Alright.
Holy cow.
So now we're gonna start going with the freighters. Now the the trick with the freighters is to try to locate those lasers as quick as you can, the weapons on the freighter, and take them out as fast as possible. That's going to be your key to survival once you get the freighters riled up. Because now my sheet...
If I do it in permadeath, I think I'm just going to stick with doing the extra canisters and not hitting the freighters themselves.
Right. That's probably your best bet. Well, see, now he only had one cannon, which was, that's not bad, but they're, as you can see, they're much more effective than the little sentinel following me around. He's got a laser too. And that's down. And you have to pick up these canisters or they despawn.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we're through with that freighter.
Shot that other freighter.
The Sentinel shot the freighter? Oh.
Like the Sentinel's purple shots.
Oh, where'd that come from? There he is. Alright. That one's down. I gotta go get the, go get my loot before it disappears. And I didn't even pick it up. Dang. You know what? My ship might be full of loot already. Surely not. Surely it's not full of loot. No, it's not. I just am a bad pilot. Now, one of the things I noticed while we're doing this next to these freighters, when I went back a while back and looked at the original trailer for No Man's Sky, like the first trailer that showed at E3, or not the first trailer, is the first game trailer that is on their YouTube channel. I went back and watched that, and it's from like 3 or 4 years ago. And in that channel, you look at a space station. There's maybe a 3 or 4 second clip where you look at a space station and you see this freighter just chugging along right past the space station. So flying freighters is in the game. We just don't, they took it out, is I guess what I'm trying to say. It used to be in the game.
Changed their behavior at some point. Yeah.
Right. And so they could probably put that in whenever they wanted. Really. It's just a matter of them being comfortable with it, I guess. But I got pretty excited when I saw that, when I saw that they were working in the original build. See, now I've got 2 stars also. But I've only got 1 Sentinel. They won't send any more Sentinels after you, like the full group of Sentinels, until you kill that 1 Sentinel. As long as you don't kill him,
really?
Yeah, as long as you don't kill him, you're fine. You're only going to have 1 Sentinel chasing you.
Oh.
Alright. That has to die. That has to die.
Tons of nanites.
Tons of nanites. How many nanites do I have so far? 417. And I was watching somebody do a farming video, like a tips video, like a tutorial on how to make nanites. And they were like going to the same space station and reloading their game every single time they talk to this NPC, and it may or may not yield nanites the next time. And it was so much more time consuming than this right here.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, like.
Why would you want to? Oh man, see, I don't want to play the game that way. I
no,
mean, that's somebody's way to play it. I don't want to poo-poo that, but.
Like, why wouldn't you just play the game?
Yeah.
You know, just attack a freighter. They're there. Well, you know what? You said that they might take this out at some point because of the exploit. I halfway think that they put it there so that people engaged in combat more than what they were. Because if you remember, before these 2 updates, one of the main gripes about the game is that there wasn't enough engaging combat, or there wasn't a reason to be a pirate. Well, now you've got a reason to be a pirate, and nobody wants to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I've got it.
Permadeath made it too scary.
Yeah, made it way too scary. I don't want to pick any fights.
Didn't they, with one of the recent updates, didn't they end up decreasing the difficulty on some of these pirate battles?
I'm not sure
about that. I wouldn't know because I
could be
wasn't doing the pirate battles.
I wasn't before there was nanites. I wasn't. Oh, I'm just glitched through the ship. That's not good. I've only got 2 health left on this thing. That can't be good. But more titanium. As long as I've got titanium, I'm like Superman. It's great. All you have to do is stay restocked with titanium, and you're Superman in this game. My producer's coming through and shutting off all the lights, and she's telling me to turn my voice down.
Oh man. Well, hello to your producer.
Hey. Gaming Mike says hello. She says hello. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll be able to meet my producer someday.
There you go.
Did she say anything about that? I can't hear her. I've got my headset on. I can't hear anything.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right, so we've got a good idea of how to do these pirate raids, right? Now, let me demonstrate what happens when you kill this guy. Because I really feel like killing him, because he's really annoying.
Tabjazz says never mess with the producer, they make the lunch.
They do make the lunch, yep. In every situation, they make the lunch.
He was also asking if they had planetary rotation at some point. Did they? Was that ever in any of the trailers or anything? I know people talked about it like the game was supposed to have it, but I don't remember ever seeing that myself.
Okay, so now you've got Sentinel starships incoming. Well, in between the time that you kill them and they send in new ships, you could actually engage your pulse drives and get away right then and there.
Oh, really?
Yes, but since we're not going to do that, we are going to find that black hole, wherever that may be. There he is, and we're going to get there as quick as possible. We might end up having to kill these guys before we make it. But we're going to try to get there as quickly. And sometimes this is not as quick as you might think because you're engaged. And having that topped out pulse engine really helps at this point.
Yeah. But it's like 100 and something without that photon explorer, I think, that you can go.
Right. It doubles it.
Wow.
Never mess with the producer.
I'm going to have to see about getting that in my permadeath, if I can still get that down there.
You should. If you had it day one, I think you should be able to get it.
Yeah, I think so too. I gotta check. I forgot all about it.
So here we go. I've got 2 sentinels chasing me into a black hole, and this is how we're gonna warp out of the system.
Is it true that barrel rolling helps evade their shots?
Seems to be working right now.
Yeah.
And now you hear the black hole, and bam, we're gone. We're safe.
Nice.
And we just got away with a bunch of loot. And you can literally do that for an hour per nanite raid.
Yeah.
And just make a ton of loot, and then come back.
That's the method.
That's it. That's how you do it, ladies and gents. Right there. If you want to get rich being a pirate, find black holes.
Pro nanite run.
Pro nanite run right there. That's
nice.
the Iceman Third ID version of one anyway. Now, where'd we end up? First contact. I just discovered this.
Oh, sweet.
That's
New
cool.
System.
New system.
Maganiare Nin 15.
Let's see what I broke here in my brand new ship. Oh, of course, it's a Cyclone Ballista part. Oh, at least it's a very inexpensive
Oh, no, your weapon.
It's a very inexpensive part. It's like iron and aluminum. I got plenty of that stuff. So, now, what you do to get back to your home base, and I know this is kind of a cruddy thing to do. I know to like discover a system and then just leave before you discover anything. But if I stayed and discovered everything, it would take forever to go anywhere in this game.
You don't have to explore every system you find.
No.
That's not in the rules.
It's not in the rules. And I don't know anybody who does, except for Martin Requiem.
Yeah? Everything he goes to?
Every planet he goes to, he 100%'s all the animals.
Dang.
However, since we've got this new like pocket full of nanites, let's go see what we can buy.
Oh, there you go. Then you get to go shopping.
Oh, check that out. I've never seen a Gek like that before. Yeah, then you get to go shopping. Hey, look, guys. I just came from a pirate raid. Do you have any rum?
Whoa. That's a nice looking Gek.
It is a nice looking Gek. It's... Arr, you want to be my pirate, Polly. Anyway, so... Let's see what the technology merchant here has. I have a feeling we're in a Corvex system, since there's like 5 Corvex in here, 4 Corvex. Trade nanites. I've got everything in here, so apparently this isn't going to be something that's going to be productive for me to do. So we'll go over to the other side of the station, get in the terminus, back to our basicus, and then it'll be that'll be one complete nanite run.
Nice.
So and there you have it. That's how to do it.
Well done.
So there you go. Now everybody in the stream knows how to do a nanite run. Now everybody can go and do nanite runs. Bye bye, Banana Republic. See you later.
Oh, yep. See you, Banana.
Yeah, I took this time to...
No, it's Ma Kitty. Ma Kitty.
Oh, Ma Kitty saying bye? Okay, see you later. Kitty. You going to go over to Cobra's stream? Yeah, I was thinking about shutting the stream down since I'm headed back to the base. This would be probably a good segue into an ending. So, thank you, Gaming Mike, for coming by to on the channel for the first time ever.
Pleasure being here.
Man, it was awesome. I loved it. Thanks to Boone for coming on. Thanks for Cobra to being in the chat. Thanks for Okami, Banana Republic, Lenny Billet, all you guys, Sav Jazz. He's in every single one of my chats.
Pro lurker.
Yeah, he's a pro lurker, definitely. Thank you to everybody who came to the chat. Thank you to all my subscribers. And I guess we'll probably see you tomorrow, depending on what the news is like. I know if you stream tomorrow, I'll be in your stream, lurking and stalking you. So, yeah. Well, so thanks guys for coming by, and we'll see you in the next one.